at 731 career goals. More than 1,000 sweet assists in the fold. 6th all-time in points, that's pretty insane. But hobby folks still throw shade on his name. So quit picking on Marcel Dion. He's an all-time great, come on. Just cause McDavid's the new shiny toy don't mean Marcel ain't brought hockey fans joy. He won the Art Ross, pay us not once but two. Lady banged twice cause he played like a true Gen 2. But when it comes to the cup, yeah, that's the sting. It's the only thing missing from his bling, bling, bling. Quit picking on Marcel Dion. He's a legend, you know it's true, come on. So what if Lord Stanley never came to town? 731 goals still hold the crown. Now Connor McDavid, yeah, he skates like the wind. But Marcel was filling nets way back when. Different eras, sure, the styles have changed. But greatness is greatness, don't laugh at his name. Quit picking on Marcel Dion. He's a Hall of Fame lock, come on. No cup doesn't mean he's not one of the best. The man's hockey royalty, give him...
Hello, welcome back. Episode 320, Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast. My name is Josh. I'm here with Louie. I'm here with Phil. What's up, boys?
What's going on? Happy Monday to everybody.
Happy Monday. Oh, we have to start the show. Sorry, breaking news. This just in. Apparently, I'm full of bad takes.
Oh, Joshy Poo. It's been a fun week. It's been a
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I said one like throwaway comment about McDavid, which we'll get into. And yeah, there's been a whole this debate around Connor McDavid versus poor Marcel Dion. What did he do to get dragged into this?
Well, you brought him up.
I guess. Well, so that Adam guy, edition what?
I think it's one. It's
Edition
Adam.
Sports. Yeah. I made in the context of McDavid's hobby market, we were talking about how sales spiked. We're doing eBay sales year to date and talking about how sales spiked in June and then dropped in July. And I made like a quip about how people were excited that he was going to finally win the cup. And then he didn't. And then I think, Phil, you mentioned that what if he never wins a cup? And that started a hypothetical where, and I'm going to, I'm taking the bait.
It's a common hypothetical. What
happens?
It's a great, if civility is present, it's a great debate.
Sure. It's a great debate, right? Well, we'll call it that. Well, maybe some people don't think that. And that Adam guy did a 33-minute video on one sentence, basically from our last episode. So it's great. I mean, honestly, I thought I didn't watch all of it. I watched like the first couple minutes, but I thought it was really funny. And well, first of all, I got to give Adam kudos. I mean, as a fellow content guy, to turn like 10 seconds into 33 minutes is fairly impressive. So congratulations to him for doing that. But then this morning, I guess he did another like almost hour on the whole thing. So yeah, he seems to be fired up.
It's a sticking point for Adam. That's good though. It's good. This is great.
Of course, man. And so first of all, like people have reached out to me and said, well, are you offended? And it's like, no, that doesn't offend me at all. I think it's fun, right? And I think part of the fun of being hockey fans and, of cards in the NHL is you get to have debates and argue with each other, right? And I have always taken zero pride about being an authority on anything. We do give opinions here because, we talk for a long time each week, but I'm not trying to convince anyone or the good listener that we're right. It's just our takes. And then if it encourages debate, I think, well, that's a good thing. And honestly, if I got hurt by being accused of having a bad take, I wouldn't even survive a day in my own house. I mean, I'm married with kids.
How would any of us be friends?
Yeah.
Like every one of us would tell the other one behind our backs, that guy's dumb.
Yeah.
Right? That wouldn't work.
Well, and our Discord's having a little bit of fun with this too. Here's my favorite comment from the Gongshow Discord. VGK Collector. He says, "Let's be honest. If any Josh's takes deserved a 30-minute in-depth counter argument, it's that EX2000 is good."
I love Vegas Collector. He's hilarious. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. I still.
Well, I mean,
like
it's listen, Josh, you have to be a little bit more honest. It's you're a little upset. The cat's out of the bag. You hate Connor McDavid. You're upset he's Canadian.
I hate him.
And he's the best
I
player
hate
in
him.
the
You're
world.
right. Yeah, that's my whole point. Yeah. But I do want to take the opportunity, because I can, right, to make sure that, because again, there's been a lot of narrative drawn off of one kind of passing comment, and just to understand if my take is good or bad, or probably
Yeah,
bad.
maybe
I
you
don't
should
care.
clarify to the people. I think the right people 100% understand.
Oh, well, hopefully.
Yeah. There's a context. Anyway, go ahead.
So the couple of minutes I watched, and you guys maybe you watch more than me, fill in if I'm wrong, right? Is that, from what I saw, is that I was like making a more of a direct comparison between Connie McDavid and Marcel Dion in like a hockey sense. And I was not at all. It was a hobby market argument. Right. And so I find it kind of weird to compare stats for the two, because the context from my perspective was really more so that it's debatable, but if you look up who's the greatest NHL player to never win a Stanley Cup, a lot of times right there at the top is Marcel Dion. Right. And in the hypothetical that you presented, and where I made my comment about down the road, is that, well, I think McDavid would supplant Marcel Dion for that title. So that was like the basis of my comparison of it. I think it's almost impossible to compare a guy that played 30 years ago versus a guy that played today. There's so many differences in how the game is played, the equipment, the nutrition, I think it's kind of a foolish.
We will never know.
Exercise.
That's why it's fun to talk about. We will never know. You could give the scenario to as smart as any language model AI is in the future. It'll still give you the best case scenario, but we'll never truly know.
Yeah.
Right.
So
it's no different than saying Ovechkin's goal record was harder than Gretzky's, because the game was different.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Never know.
But it's fun to talk about.
It is fun. Sure.
When you bring the sports fanaticism into our hobby, that's what a debate like this makes me feel. Like if I'm a Sens fan and you're a Blue Team fan, and okay, that's a bad example. That's serious. More like, so sports, like if you're a sports, like if you're a Boston Bruins fan and you're playing my Sens, okay, we're ribbing each other. I hate you for 3 hours, but it's fine, right? I'll still hold the door open for you and your family. When that kind of banter comes into our sports card hobby, that to me is what this debate is. Like, yeah, right, buddy. McDavid would never, blah, blah, blah. But it's nothing there's no hill to die on these hypothetical questions. And I think that's what's kind of maybe a little funny to us, maybe, is that that some people are trying to die on a hill about a passing comment.
Well, and obviously there's a lot of emotion into it, and that is part of. I mean, I love the fact that people get really into it, right? That's like a fan is a fanatic, right? You're fanatic about the person you love, and I think like one of the things that the three of us totally get that maybe other people on the other side of the microphone here don't realize is there is never a time ever. This is a 100% certainty. If one of us makes the slightest critique or critical or negative comment about a player, we hear about it.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, do we ever? Right. And we did the little kind of funny bit is who's better than Jake Sanderson?
Yeah.
I had 8 DMs about Jacob Slade.
Yes, keep it going, my brethren. Yes, my little army's attacking Madigan. Yeah, like we have little even subgroups attacking each other. Yeah, maybe it's good you're bringing that up, Josh. Yeah, there's a lot of unhappy people and messages.
No, but people just get defensive, right? When you kind of make a comment that Don't call Ray Bork an a-hole. Holy
Yeah, that's a bad one.
let's
But then
not
there's
go
other
there.
people- There's other people that'll go blue in the face that they can't stand him, and they're like, they loved him, and then they have a personal bad experience about Ray Bork. There's nothing you can say to shake that experience from their mind, and it's still funny, right? Like one
Well,
person.
yeah. And I'll never forget the first one was when Laffy, when we started to like wonder, it's like, is he really that good?
Lafreniere?
Yeah, is it possible he might not be Wayne Gretzky? Oh, people got so mad at that. He's only 22 years old. Blah, blah, blah. And again, that they're just into their guy, and that's awesome, right? And that's what you want. We want people to be excited and debate, and we're not trying to convince anyone here of anything. And so the second part of the implication or context of my comment was implying that over time, hypothetically, if Connor McDavid doesn't win a Stanley Cup, which I do think he's going to win one, again, for the record, that we're just playing the hypothetical fun game here. I think his hobby market will be greatly diminished. And I'm going to get into that, right? And so that was my take. And after videos now to the contrary, and I guess a weekend to sit on it, do I want to recant my bad take? No, I do not. In fact, I'm going to double down.
Oh boy.
Adam, turn on your clip cam right now, buddy.
Oh, Josh, you poked the bear, Adam. You poked the bear. All right, let him do his thing here.
And it's all fun, right? Again,
I know.
So the essence of the debate, I think, boils down to, do Stanley Cup victories matter to a player's legacy? Right? Because if we're talking about a player's hobby market, like 30 years from now, way past the time they played, when most of the people collecting have never seen them play hockey, like, well, frankly, most people Marcel Dion, right? That it's the legacy that propels the hobby market. And I feel, my opinion, in team sports where champions are celebrated, that Stanley Cup victories matter. Is that controversial? Maybe. I don't know. But that's how I feel. So when I try to think of, well, what factors into a player's legacy, right? I'm going to go down the list of what I think are the critical factors, and you guys add other things, disagree with me, agree with me, whatever. I don't care.
Okay.
Well, first, because it's talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very important. And you can make the argument that McDavid is the most talented player ever. I think that's a very valid argument, right? Is it true? I don't know. I mean, it's like another one of those comparing OV to Gretzky's goal records. It's impossible to prove. It's just fun to argue, right? But Connor McDavid is immensely talented. It's hard to question that. And he's awesome and fun to watch. And from my feeling is, he's the best player today in the NHL and the best player over the last probably 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. Then you have hype. Well, McDavid's had hype so he's got talent. He's had hype from the beginning. I do think, though, that 20 years after you play, that hype fades, right? But he certainly has the hype to build a legacy. Then you look at key stats and records, right? And it's too early, right? But he's on obviously an amazing pace. And God forbid, something terrible happens. Nobody wants that. But at the pace he's on, you would assume he'll have stats and records where his resume at the end of his career at this point, on just the stats part, will probably be pretty impressive. I think that's an assumption we can make. Now, though, we get into some of the questions I have about McDavid. To me, and what we're talking about too with McDavid, like Adam likes to want to bring on his video, like how many $10,000 sales, right? And so McDavid's hobby market value is at the top of the hobby. So we're talking the first group, right? The Rushmore of hobby people to be considered he's already done enough where he could have a Pavel Bure kind of hobby market, who I collect, by the way. It's not a knock. Oh, here comes the hate mails. But, down the road.
Josh hates Russia.
That's
what I heard.
All
Josh
the players I collect
Russian.
are Russians, but I hate them. I collect Bure, Ovechkin, Kaprizov, but yeah, you're right. Oh, Datsuk. So anyways, we're putting 30 years as McDavid at the top of the mountaintop, right? Of all the hobby greats. Well, normally and this goes beyond hockey to other sports as well, but you have to be a transcendent athlete, right? And the definition of transcendent means that your fame, your personality, transcends just the sport itself to other people within popular culture, right? Michael Jordan is a transcendent athlete. Everyone around the world can recognize his face. Wayne Gretzky, it transcended hockey. That's part of, I think, why he's at the top of the mountain.
Pete
And we've
Sampras.
talked. No.
Oh. He's Greek.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Andre Agassi is probably the better tennis example of that, right? Because he had
Yeah.
the personality to do that. And this is not just my take, even though I believe it, but McDavid has not transcended hockey. You had the famous Snoop Dogg quote we bring up all the time when he's trying to buy your sense. Nobody in America knows who Connor McDavid is.
Oh, right. Yeah. Like, Josh, family show. What are you doing?
Like very, very low like Q rating here,
Mhm.
especially in the US. Maybe it's different in Canada. And maybe if you're a Canadian listener, you're thinking, well, how is he not transcended? He has nobody here cares about Connor McDavid. It's a shame. I'm not saying that it's a good thing. It sucks. It sucks for the game, right? Part of though being a transcendent athlete is personality. All right, Adam, pay attention because this is where I'm going to probably get the most controversial. I think Connor McDavid's a dud on the personality. He's like less than 0.
He's a fizzle, eh?
He has nothing. Tom Brady has a smile, right? You know, Charles Barkley did not win a championship, but has had a very successful career because he's a dynamic personality. He's more famous for his personality at this point than he is for his basketball. Connor McDavid's got nothing in that department. I mean, it's pretty bad. Now, again, I'm not trying to be too critical. I have no personality and I can't play hockey. So he's beating me.
Oh,
in that
stop. You have
that
people
department.
that love you, Josh. We love
Well,
your
again,
personality.
I'm not trying to be
Boring,
too
but we
mean
love
about it, but I think it's the truth. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys feel like he's Mr.
No,
face of
he's
the
good.
NHL?
I think I hear it more and more every year. Angry Connor, right? Angry Connor. He's not winning his cup. He's getting angry.
Leon's rubbing off on him.
Yeah, he's got a build up. He's got to get a release. You know, he's got blue cup syndrome. Blue, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know if you forgot the picture, Louis, about the retrospective that the NHL. I didn't have it in the notes, but it's funny. There's a Facebook post with like Connor McDavid throughout the years, and it's like 7 pictures of him looking like a serial killer. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad, right?
Well,
So-
Adam used the Barry Sanders and Barry Sanders example, and Barry Sanders was not a dynamic personality. He was actually quite the opposite, right? He was like a ghost, and he retired.
great smile though, like warm, inviting kind of smile.
Well, I think the aura, the mystery of Sanders a little bit. He's a little mysterious, right? Maybe that added to it. There's so many gray area things, like you can kind of grab that piece, but
yeah, I mean, and again, I don't think it's the exact same formula in every case, but I don't want to get into the whole football thing that he got into.
it's a
Let's
different
not.
sport. I don't even
Let's
want to go there at
not.
all.
Yeah, it's the whole Emmett Smith thing. I just, maybe if he's listening for his benefit, as someone who is an American diehard NFL fan, was in my peak years in the 90s when Emmett Smith played, the narrative at the time, because he said, well, Emmett Smith was considered an all-time great. That's actually not true. The narrative at the time was he's a stat stuffer and he's not an all-time great. And probably better references would have been Sweetness, Walter Payton, Jim Brown, right? If you want to talk about like greatest running backs of all time,
O.J.
even
Simpson.
well, until the stuff, yeah, or even Dickerson, I think people would have maybe put it, but that's again, football, the hockey, tough to do. So we can leave that where it is, right? And so I think what McDavid has going against his potential legacy is the whole personality and transcendency kind of component to it, and then there's championships, right? And this is kind of the basis of my whole argument, where it's kind of funny, like you see in comments where people say, he's so good that championships don't matter. Right? I don't know. Is this like the new war cry of
I
the
disagree.
hobby?
No, but it's a take, and that's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Your opinion is terrible. Like, it's like your bad. Hockey doesn't have good takes. Like, man, we just talk for a few hours. Take it easy, okay? Take it easy.
Of course. Again, I respect anyone's opinion, and nobody, there's no way to, again, most opinions, there's no way to verify the truthful them or not, but it does honestly shock me a little bit that people feel that way, that like cups don't matter, right? Hashtag cups don't matter, right? Here we go. And I don't know, call me old fashioned, but to me, what's always separated hockey, or at least the narrative that you hear from so many about our sport versus other team sports, is the aspect of, well, like basketball players just care about the ring on their finger. They're in it for me. Where hockey players, it's all about the championship. It's all about Lord Stanley's Cup.
Yeah,
right?
it's a story. Come on, man. Everybody, that's what I said on Friday Nights with Phil. I firmly believe winning a Super Bowl is fantastic, but you really like your ring.
Mhm.
To get the Stanley Cup, you're going to war. The hockey playoffs is war, right? I'm not cutting don't message me and say, no, it's not. It's a sport. It's not war. I know. It's just I'm using a descriptive word. It's a grind to win one of the nicest trophy in sports in the entire world.
Yeah,
And
the
you
most
have to
storied
be
trophy.
a soldier to get that.
And I don't think you can argue that as talented as he is, as great of a player as he is, if Connor McDavid does not win a Stanley Cup and his career ends, if I feel like every conversation will go, oh, he was the most talented player ever, but
How about this? In 10 years, somebody comes along who's half as good as McDavid, but has a dynamic personality and wins 2 Stanley Cups, 3 Hart trophies, and is the poster boy for the NHL. Connor who? Right?
Oh yeah.
Connor McDavid was a way better player. Yeah, no one cares, dude.
well, that's another good point too, because when you're
Right?
making a hypothetical argument
Let's
and
make
you're
another
saying
one
in
back.
30 years, will people care about McDavid? You have to account for that there could be some magnetic, generational, actually not just prospect, but talent that comes through and
And he doesn't
diminishes.
have to be as great as McDavid. He could be 70%, 75%. If he has the right smile and he's on the right Canadian team or American team, right? If he's advertised properly, McDavid who?
Right.
Sorry.
And if you want to go like the cups don't matter route, hashtag cups don't matter.
You're so
Well,
buttered.
not buttered at all. I
Hashtag
just
cups
having
don't
fun.
matter. I'm making the t-shirts.
Well, what about like Canada's golden boy there, Sid the Kid? right?
Careful.
I know.
What about him?
No, I'm unhinged now. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
You strip away his 3 Stanley Cups and his golden goal,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
he has decent stats, and sure, he's won a couple Hart trophies and stuff like that. But
He couldn't get it done.
is he
Right.
Sidney? Is he still Sidney Crosby?
No, of
at
course
that
not.
point? So why do cups matter for Sidney Crosby, but they don't matter for Connor McDavid? I'd like to understand that. I'm having a hard time connecting those dots.
Good luck.
You rendered Louis speechless.
I'm just gonna stay speechless.
Yeah,
Well, right, because let's say Crosby didn't win anything, right? Could you compare him to like a Dale Howard-Chuck at that? Great player. Again, this is not like knocking any player, but kind of great stats. What people say, empty calories a little bit from the.
I like Flat Pepsi. That's good.
Okay.
What about, well, let's think of this quickly. I mean, we should probably move on soon, but who retired 30, 35 years ago? Like Guy Lafleur, Esposito, maybe? Esposito retired.
Marcel Dion.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to pick somebody else than
But there's another component to that, right? Is that so think of like the vein that Marcel Dion is looked at today and how that is colored or skewed by the fact he didn't win a cup, right? It changed how people thought about him, right? And so if you're going to compare McDavid, whose story is still being written, and I think, again, likely will win a cup, you're comparing his half-written story to someone who's already wearing the stain of never having won a Stanley Cup. It's kind of an unfair comparison from that perspective too, right? Because had Marcel Dion won 2 cups, would the narrative be totally different about him? Maybe not. Maybe people would still be critical.
Well, why do we all think Cale Makar is baby Bobby Orr? He won a Stanley Cup real quick, and he was a big part of that Stanley Cup winning team. Isn't that part of Makar's lore right now? That makes him a tier above Quinn Hughes. Yeah, I said that.
That's okay.
Yeah. So that is why the general consensus of the majority of people that watch hockey, Cale Makar is the best defenseman in the league by far. You don't think him winning a cup adds to that? Of course it does. Come on.
Okay, so here's my summary on this, right? Just again, so
Yeah,
agree with me or not, here's how I feel. If McDavid never won a Stanley Cup 30 years from now, he would be considered a great, talented, immensely talented, amazing player who never won the Stanley Cup, and his hobby market would be greatly diminished because the sport values champions and other players that maybe come along and knock him down a peg or two. Or, again, most of those people wouldn't have seen him played by then. So it's hard to appreciate what we all appreciate today and how good he really is. Is that a bad take? I don't know. No, maybe. Could I be wrong? Sure. Right. It's like you're trying to predict the future. It's like even the weatherman only has to be 50% right about tomorrow. So who cares? Right. Okay. A couple more quick things. Then we'll move on. This is not a criticism or rebuttal of Adam. Well, it probably is, right? Anytime you start a sentence like that, it is. And he can make 100 more videos about how stupid I am. That's cool. It doesn't. Honestly, it's good for us. It's great. Thank you, Adam. It probably helps our show more than it hurts. So I guess have at it. If I were to offer like maybe 2 opinions of constructive criticism to him, just and again to be helpful, is I probably would have maybe given the disclaimer when he started all this that he kind of cashed in his whole PC to buy McDavid, Young Guns, and all his videos about, because he can't argue that he's not biased. He's objectively biased. And I'm not insulting his integrity or that he doesn't believe in what he believes, but
information that's needed to be known.
Yeah, it's probably a good disclaimer. And then lastly, if you're going to make a video reviewing comments, it's probably poor form not to delete comments that you don't like. And then it's saying that you're making a video based on comments.
Yeah, there are a few missing.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And I'm gonna like again put this to bed. I don't really care what goes on going forward, but I guess I would talk to him in person. I think it'd be fun. I mean,
Adam's great. He came on Friday nights with Phil.
Of course,
happy for him. That was good.
Right, and it is a fun debate, and I'm open-minded. Right, change my mind. But he seems a little more bent out of shape.
Well, I think you clarified very nicely, and you put it in a nutshell, Joshua. That was good. And like I said, man, just friend to a friend. I think the right people know what you meant, 100%. And I think you just took the last 20 minutes to break it down for maybe the people that didn't understand what you meant. And like people that got it probably just skipped that part. They're like, Josh, I know exactly what you meant. What's the next segment? But then people that are upset at you are like, yeah, I'm gonna hear what this guy has to say. I really hope you listen to what Josh did. He peeled back the onion for you. But we all know what the onion looks like kind of anyways already.
Yeah.
Anyways,
right.
I like your onions, buddy.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's okay.
Phil, what happened on Friday Nights with Phil? Oh
my God, it was so fun. Well, yeah, I mean, just not to keep picking on that, but we pretty much talked about that as well. We defended your honor. I made fun of you a lot. It was great. We talked about it was nice to be honest, open and honest about our group that you hate McDavid now. So that was good. It's nice to be able. Louis and I don't have to hide that anymore.
Thank
Dave. So Dave was not the best of friends. He left the hobby for the evening to hang out with his wife Rebecca. But he's back. We're friends again. So we got a weird genetically subpar version of David. Its name was Chandler. It hung around for a bit. I love Chandler. We also had Aaron Lapper on. Great guest, speaks his mind. Rarely do I hear someone disagree with you, Josh, yet defend you, snarling his teeth at the same time. It was quite hilarious. He totally disagreed with your take, but he also defended you to death about your.
But again, though, it's like where maybe
he got you and disagreed with you.
But I think the reason why I felt like I had to explain is that, like, I've seen even other videos saying that Josh thinks Connor McDavid is or Marcel Dion is better than Connor McDavid. It's like, oh my God.
Just let them. Let what that little lady. Let them, sweetie. Just let them.
Oh, maybe I gotta rewatch our last show then, because that's what I took out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but it's sort of like the daisy chain effect, right? It's like somebody
Mhm.
takes an out of context clip, and then people that watch that and they don't watch the original, and then all of a sudden it's like, how could I think?
That's a very good point, Madigan, because I played the video with context. Yours truly over here. No one talks. No one gives me any kudos. I disagree with you right away. Anyways.
Okay, but do you disagree? So, given my argument, because I really want to know.
No, don't try and put your stank on me on this. Keep me
No,
away.
no,
I got
I
enough
want
of
to
my
know. I want to
problems with
know.
what I say.
So you still think that 30 years from now, if he doesn't win a Stanley Cup, he's going to be?
No, I
like
think his don't put words in my mouth, man. I think his cards will decrease. Yes. I was just not I was not along for your roller coaster of drasticity. Is that
my
a word?
hyperbole. I have to
Yeah.
look
There you
into
go.
that.
Whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Just leave me alone. Okay. I'm talking about Friday Nights with Phil. So it was a great show. We had lots of fun. We really peeled back the onion again on why Josh hates Connor McDavid. Stop when we're talking. Okay. And this Friday is going to be back to normal. I got a good game. Oh, I whipped up a game of quotes. That was really good.
Yeah.
So we got Dave back this Friday. Is there any releases coming up this week there?
Clear cut.
Boy?
Yeah.
Clear cut?
Yeah.
It's been a year already since I hit that McDavid. Oh, or the Bedard. Stressed me.
No, it's been like 6 months. They
okay.
put it out quick.
Okay, well, Clear Cut, buying your love, give you a out of the box is donating a free box for the good listener, and I open a box and come hang out Friday night. It'll be fun. I'll probably ask Perchie to come back on as well, so he'll hang out with me and Dave. That'll be good.
Well, speaking of 24-25 Clear Cut, breaks for release day have already been posted by Grant on gpsportcards.com.
Animal. He's an animal.
He's got it all for all the ways you could break Clear Cut covered. Random breaks, team select, hit select, every which way. So hurry, get your spots before they sell out. He even posted a 15-box case of 23-24 if you want to open Clear Cut and chase the card Phil got, like a Connor Bedard, Rookie Auto, or Fantilli, Carlson, Cooley, whoever you like in those years. And boy, is there a product that's more of a breaker's dream than Clear Cut?
No way.
No, it's perfect. Yeah.
So must be like Christmas for him. I'm sure they'll also be breaking on Whatnot as well. Follow them there so you can be notified when all their live shows are. And then finally, sell your cards to Grant. Sell your collections. It's what he wants to spend all his money on. Yep. And he loves to buy monster cards and will always give you a fair deal. So reach out to him on Instagram or call their shop, Total Sports Cards. Set up a time to review what you have. I reached out the other day to Enzo Ferrari to see if a private collection insurance can write a policy to cover me for stupid things I say and my bad takes. And he said, no. That was kind of disappointing.
Well, I'm not asking then. That's the point there. Yeah.
But Enzo would love to insure your collections though. And let's face it, a lot of us have pretty meaningful money invested into this hobby. As much as we hope it doesn't, bad things can and do happen, right? PCI will cover you at home, at shows, when you bring your cards to grandma's house to show her your beautiful collection. And whether it's theft, accidental damage, acts of nature, PCI definitely has your back, especially now if you're a vendor, setting up at shows too. I think that's the big one. You've got to have something, right? And so head to privatecollectioninsurance.com, maybe set up a time to learn some more about coverage from Enzo and his team so you can make the right choice for you. Lastly, before we get started, a reminder that our show, this show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, is a Patreon podcast, which means we rely on the support of listeners like yourself to help us cover show expenses, produce more and hopefully better hockey card content, and fund initiatives to grow the hobby, even in a small way. You can support us via Patreon for as little as $5 US a month. Be one of the first 999 supporters of our show. Future Watch Gongers. You get access to our Discord where you can see behind the bench tomorrow. Louis and I were on it. He didn't want you, Phil.
That's okay.
It's too much, Phil.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I hear you. I tire myself out too, man.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. We had a lot of fun recording that with Neil. You also can participate in all the fun stuff we do there, like fantasy hockey or 5K challenge, scavenger hunts, where we have fantastic prizes that we make Phil ship to Canadians because he loves shipping stuff.
Love going to the post office. It's my favorite. Yeah.
It's at drugstores. You tell us all the time, right? So now I know that about Canada. If you want to support us, it's easy to do. Go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly, patreon.com, and just search for us, Hockey Cards Gongshow. There's a link in the show description to both YouTube and the podcast apps and our Instagram and TikTok profiles too. Baba Luby, Bobo Hubi, Ubi Kanubi.
Mm-hmm.
We have one new patron. Somebody's
I do.
doorbell is going off.
Somebody's at your door, Phil.
Yeah. The police. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police. We have one new patron, Louis.
We do.
Let us know who it is.
It is Jay Wester, maybe?
Jay
Sure.
Wester.
Jay,
Yay,
Like
welcome to
that.
the family.
welcome, Jay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
Much appreciated. All right, buddy. Let's get this show on the road. What's the
We're
game
going to
plan?
start now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 35 minutes in. Woo!
All right, let's go. First off, get to know your Hall of Famers. Then it's some hobby news. After that, when is the worst time to buy Young Guns? Following that will be new product releases. We will get into another lengthy Gongshow mailbag. Phil, and
Yeah.
personal pickups.
Personal pickups. All right. Let's start another edition of our Get to Know Your Hall of Famers series. It's where we are profiling every single Hockey Hall of Fame player. We start with the first Hall of Fame class in 1945 and have since been working our way to present day. We're still steeped in the class of 1963. I think the largest class ever inducted to the Hockey Hall of Fame, if I'm correct. And the Hall of Famer we're going to profile today is Billy McGimsie.
McGimsie.
Billy McG. You guys familiar?
No, drawing a blank.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't surprise me because he's sort of pre NHL.
Ooh,
An old
let's find out
timer.
more.
Let's go way back. William George Billy McGimsie lived from 1880 until passing away at the age of 88 in 1968. He was born in Woodville, Ontario, died in Calgary, Alberta. Billy was a center, stood 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighed 145 pounds, and in a hockey career that lasted from just 1901 until 1907, played for the Rat Portage Thistles, that of course became the Kenora Thistles when somebody thought that Rat Portage was a bad name. Changed the name of the
It's definitely interesting.
Good call there. In just 38 recorded regular season games during his career, McGimsie scored 83 goals and shared the puck twice for 2 assists. How very generous of him to assist on 2 goals. 83 goals in 38 games, though, is fairly good, I would say.
Not too shabby, yeah. Something to be proud of.
And in 7 Stanley Cup Challenge games, he pumped in 4 additional goals. Now, his career ended in 1907 when he separated his shoulder in an exhibition game. And after hockey, he became a jeweler, traveled across Western Canada until his daughter convinced him to settle in Calgary, Alberta, to, of course, be closer to Jeremy Lee. And that's where he lived until he died.
Oh, that's funny. That's good.
Why should you care about Billy McGimsie? As a kid in Woodville, Ontario, Billy's first pair of skates, the clamp-on style, were stolen from his sister. Humble beginnings on a budget, but these skates helped launch a Hall of Fame career, right? So he took his sister's skates and started playing hockey.
What a girly man.
Now, he played youth hockey with a bunch of future Hall of Famers, including Cy Griffiths, Tommy Phillips, and Tom Hooper. So that's a pretty good Pee-wee team, probably. In his first Stanley Cup Challenge in 1902-03, McGimsie accounted for 3 of the 4 Thistles goals. Even though Ottawa swept the series, he showed he could shine under pressure. So the Silver Seven bested him, but he stood out for the Thistles. In the 1904-05 season, he scored 28 goals in just 8 games, averaging 3 goals a game. Ridiculous clip by any era's standards. And then back in 1907, with Billy contributing in the finals, Kenora, again, population 4,000, became the smallest town ever to win the Stanley Cup. It's still a record that will never be beaten because I can't.
Well, amalgamations now. There are no small cities.
Yeah, fair enough. In that Stanley Cup Challenge, Kenora borrowed top players like Art Ross, Joe Hall from other teams for just the key games, giving them a secret weapon. So that's kind of I don't know how I feel about that. They had ringers, man.
What it takes if you don't have ringers, are you trying to win?
Sure. The format then was ruthless. You played 2 games, and the winner was determined by total goals, not wins. In that high-pressure structure, every point counted. McGimsie's consistency, finding the back of the net in consecutive games, was crucial to keeping Kenora ahead on the scoreboard. That's wild. So you could win 12 to 10 and then lose 1-0 to win the Stanley Cup.
Mhm.
That was good math. Can't believe I
Wow,
did that.
hey,
On the fly.
they must have maybe there's a reason we're not catching. I don't know.
Just 2 days after reclaiming the Stanley Cup, Kenora played an exhibition in Ottawa on January 23rd, 1907. McGimsie's performance that night wasn't heroic, it was heartbreaking. During the game, he sustained what would be described as a badly bruised and slightly dislocated shoulder. Though it didn't sound terribly severe, that injury effectively ended his budding career as he couldn't return to the ice thereafter. On returning to Kenora with the cup, McGimsie accepted a $2,000 reward from his hometown team, which was a hefty sum in 1907. So consider like a bonus check for somebody getting that today. He played his entire but brief career for the Rat Portage / Kenora Thistles. To talk about team loyalty. Though he retired in 1907, he wasn't inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame until 1963, over a half century later, proof that even short careers can leave a legendary mark. And in the later years, McGimsie would be quoted talking about his career and saying that we probably invented the version of the game which is so popular today, referencing the Thistle style of play, which was fast, puck-oriented, clean, and that combined with the Montreal Stars praise, calling him the fastest, calling them the fastest team that has ever been seen on ice, which kind of cements that team's legacy and influence in modern hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Well said.
There you go. Looking at the Billy McGimsie hobby market, as his career once again predated the first set of 1910, the C56 set, there are not any playing days cards, unfortunately, for Billy McGimsie, but fortunately, there is a 1985 Cardophilium set where the PSA 8 that we're looking at on screen now is the highest selling copy, sold for $30 in April 2024, and nothing else to collect for poor Billy. His haircut, it looks like he's wearing like a
I
toupee,
was
doesn't it?
like, it's interesting.
Oh, probably upset all the Billy McGimsie fans.
He kind of has the
He's got flow.
You guys seen Princess Bride?
Yeah.
Humperdinck, the king.
Yeah.
He's got the Humperdinck haircut.
There you go. Very popular. Maybe to come back in style.
He just needs his Princess Buttercup. Yeah.
That, boys, is your Hockey Hall of Famer, Billy McGimsie. Slab Sharks. Gongshow partner sponsor, thankful for their support of our show. The current Slab Sharks weekly eBay auction is live, ends this upcoming Thursday night. Another great week. More than 3,800 cards available to bid on, and some huge ones this week too. The Bedard Tribute RPA. There's a couple Cup shields, rookie shields, lots of great cards. Well, the three of us each spent time looking through the auction this weekend, and I picked out a couple of cards to highlight. And I will start just to get all the bad takes out of the way.
Sure.
Okay. Just do your
You know
thing.
me, I beat a dead horse.
I know. I'll stop you when it gets bad.
Yeah. Well, I had to go with one of our consigners from the U.S. Big card, probably the biggest card in the auction. 23-24 The Cup, Connor Bedard Tribute from the 05-06 rookie patch auto out of 10. It's got a nice 3-color Blackhawks patch. Very bold, clean. One of Bedard's 800 different autographs. They're never the same, which is kind of interesting in a way, right? Like every Gretzky or Crosby auto is the same, and it seems like every Bedard's different. So
kids are moody nowadays.
Yeah. Phil, you went to the casino last night. You must be bidding on this card with all your winnings.
Absolutely. I'd like to let the good listener know I won $475 on blackjack. Yeah, it was fun. Brought $100. Well, I brought a lot more than that, but I only spent $100. I never go out anymore. I got home at 3 a.m. like a crazy person. Yeah. It's good.
What are you in college? What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. I feel crazy. I'm gonna watch Mission Impossible after today's show. It's gonna be great. But I'm not bidding on this card. I'm not a gambler. I bet on sure things.
We'll get ready for 3 hours of boring. Sorry. It's not that great. Okay. The next card I chose, another Bedard. I'm stuck on Bedard. And it's from the best set ever. Hot take. 2023-24 Upper Deck Skybox EX 2000. It's the Bedard Credentials All Access Gold. It's out of 10. It's a beautiful card. Love it.
That one of the comments on Adam's videos. Oh God, I can't believe I'm enabling you with this thing, but was like Josh should not be ridiculed for his Marcel Dion. If anything, he should be ridiculed for his EX 2000 take.
Yeah, that was the Discord comment that we reviewed like 20 minutes ago.
Funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a long time ago.
Oh,
Someone
okay.
wrote it on the YouTube too. I told that it just proves my point. The right people understand what you meant. It's okay.
I do like this card, and if
Yeah,
I was more into Bedard, I would probably go after it, but not. I'm a
Mhm.
casual Bedarder.
Bedarder.
All right, Louis, what are your favorites?
We all are a little
Right.
bit.
I went with a couple dual auto cards this time.
Oh.
First one, this is sweet. 24 SP Authentic, Guy Carbonneau, and Larry Robinson. Sign of the times,
nice,
dual
Louis.
auto. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you for picking this amazing card. I want this card.
I would love a card with both of those guys on it and their signatures. That's sweet.
Well, here's another. So not my hot take, but some people's hot take. They don't. You know how I make fun of Phil Housley for being in the Hall of Fame all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of people think Guy Carbonneau shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. That's a take of a lot of people.
Mhm.
Yeah, not me. Don't put those words in my mouth. I have no takes on anything. Nothing. Just work hard. You should get more. That's my.
Look at you at Switzerland all of a sudden.
Yeah, but I don't want no problems.
Yeah. And autos like they cared to take a little time with.
Yeah.
Then the
I always
second,
think of pasta with like carbonara with Carbonneau.
I don't.
No.
Guy Carbonneau. It's pretty French. Think of maybe a carbonator.
Well, you could have like a French Italian restaurant called Carbonneau's.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. It's a strong name.
Fusion.
Strong. Most French last names are pretty strong.
Yeah, I like French names.
Mm-hmm.
you guys done?
Yeah, sorry, Lou. Go ahead.
Okay. Next one. It's a 2023 credentials. It's a Bedard and Fantilli dual ticket access auto orange rookie.
I don't remember these cards that they had dual ones. Did you?
No.
Yeah.
Not particularly.
Oh.
I like these. There's two sets of dual autos that I thought they nailed it. They look great.
Those autos are so funny. It's like, are those autographs or did some 2-year-old accidentally like color all over the hockey card?
That's their autos when they were in their Montessori school.
Right. Well, yeah, there's today and here's the past.
Yeah, there you go. Well done. Good contrast there, Louis.
Yeah.
All right, Switzerland Phil. What are
That's
your
right.
favorite cards?
Well, pretty self-explanatory here. A nice little lot, 1911 C55 hockey card lot of 10. Pretty self-explanatory, but excitement aside, I know what will happen if I bid and win this. I would buy these, think I'm pretty awesome. I'd get obsessed with the set even more. And I think these cards are not in the best of condition, but they're all they're decent. And I'll try to trade them all up for the next 10, 20 years of my life and drive myself crazy. And then I'll try to finish the whole set. Small fortune will be had. I'm not doing it, but I would love to.
Oh, come on. It's a very Phil thing to do.
Nope, not doing it. That's too vintagey for me. I'm not well rehearsed enough. I don't know if this is a good deal or not. I don't know enough. So, okay, next card, please.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I normally do not pursue these types of portrait smiley duder cards, but look at it. Like, look at this card. The photograph is excellent. We have nice warmth, rich, dark colors, a beautiful, heavy contrast to accentuate skin tones. This is an amazing photograph. And a gold pen from both of our athletes. And lastly, the Hockey Heroes logo itself is very nostalgic, which really rounds out the sexy on this card. No Upper Deck logo on it as well. You just have the Hockey Heroes logo. It says Upper Deck written on it, but you have Wayne Gretzky and Gordie Howe in a suit holding a puck that Gretzky beat Howe's point record with, or assist record. I think that's the assists. No, that's the points record. And it's just an amazing card. And I know I can't stress enough. I can't stand portrait cards. I love them if they're cheesy. This is not cheesy to me. This is just a beautiful hockey card. And I would love to have this in my Wayne Gretzky top loader binder.
Can I make one of your takes? Is this a better 8x10 photo or a hockey card?
Ah, son of a. Well, looks like card's all yours, good listener. I'm not bidding on my photograph anymore. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? It says Upper Deck at the top, so that's enough for me. Maybe I'll bid on it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. No, true friends keep each other honest. That's a very good point, Josh. I think the banner at saying Gordie Howe, I think the autographs, the Hockey Heroes logo, and it says Upper Deck in the color that doesn't match the rest of the photo at all, makes it enough of a hockey card for me to be okay. But I do see your point.
It is amazing, regardless, hockey card or better photo. It is amazing. I am a little shocked, though, that given your desire for order, with one photo or one auto going one way and the other auto going another way, that doesn't.
I hear you. I think that was the best place he could have done it.
Fair enough. I
Yeah.
agree.
If he did it horizontally, the tie would have made the auto look peculiar.
Fair.
How about Mr. Hockey over Wayne Gretzky and the great one over Gordie Howe? I know they need to flip that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That would have worked.
Yeah.
They needed a Louis there.
But anyways, it's a sick card. So
Sick
Wayne,
card.
could you just move a little to the right? Perfect. Gord. Hi, my name's Louis. Could we just shuffle our feet a little bit to the right?
Thanks.
Oh, there's more controversy on last show. I got comments of a number of Canadians that said they never met a Gord in their life. So apparently that was a bad take, that everyone in Canada is named Gord.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That
was my take. So again, it just hits keep piling up for me.
I only know the Canada in my heart and what I grew up with in my environment. If it's not somebody else's Canada, well, sorry. Didn't mean to offend you.
Well, the reason why so many Canadian and American hockey card collectors are choosing to sell their cards via Slab Sharks is they make it super easy on you by doing all the work. And you also get to have your cards included in the biggest weekly hockey auction there is. For a few years now, it's been mainly Canadians who have been using this service, but we partnered with Slab Sharks to help Americans. Got to help America be able to get their cards to Canada easily and avoid the pain, hassle, and misery of shipping internationally. We also, Louis and I we're like prime customers number one for ourselves. Been using Slab Sharks for a couple months now. I just sold my 1956 Topps Jackie Robinson PSA 7 by Slab Sharks. And remember, I thought I was doing the right thing, took it to the National thinking, well, this is the best place to sell the card, and was butthurt by the lowball offers I kept getting over and over again until finally I got mad and I said, I'm going to Slab Sharks it. And it sold for big money. So it worked out well for me. So I learned that just Slab Sharks from now on. Don't listen to endless old vendors tell me how my card that is worth $400 that sold for $3,000.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
If you're American, all you got to do is send the cards to our PO box, which is in the show description and on the Slab Sharks site. Then we get them to Slab Sharks HQ for you. We do it for you. Almost every day we have multiple submissions now in our PO box. It's been kind of fun. We've had like 4 every time we go the last couple times. So it seems like people are liking the service. And whether you're Canadian or American and you'd like to get consignment information about Slab Sharks service, go to slabsharks.com. You can payout rates, everything you need to know, and you can start your submission today. Hobby news.
Hobby news.
Okay, listen up. It's hobby news time.
Cute.
Love that show.
Keeps the world grounded. Keeps the world grounded. They'll never go after it, right? Why is everything can be canceled except South Park? I don't understand. It has this magical
because
power.
when you lean into it,
yeah,
right. I mean, that's the key.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, boys, Frank Nazar is rich. The 21-year-old Detroit, Michigan native just signed a 7-year deal to remain with the Blackhawks with a total value of $46.13 million. Deal starts in 2026-27 season, will run through 2023 when Nazar will be something like 28, 29 years old at the time when it's up.
2033.
Yeah, 2033, sorry. He's earned the extension based off of an expansive 56 games played at the NHL level. That being said,
you're a jerk today, Josh. All right.
He was pretty good last year as a rookie. Last season, he played 53 games, scored 12 goals, added 14 assists for 26 points. Now, this is not a math show, but that is just under a half point a game. So there you go. Blackhawks GM Kyle Davidson had this to say about the extension. Frank elevated his game last season and has proven himself to be one of the top young talents in the league. He drives play using his elite speed and playmaking abilities, creating problems for opponents and opportunities for teammates every night. Frank is an integral piece of our team, and we're thrilled to have him with us for the next 8 seasons. Now, this deal for Nazar follows the recent NHL trend, which seems, a little bit of a gamble, right? To lock in promising players very early. And if he does pan out, it could end up looking like a steal, of course, 4 or 5 years from now with the under 7 million AAV to the deal. If he's a dud, well, then I guess you're probably banking on that the salary cap keeps going up at that point, and that sort of dilutes the potential negative impact of the contract there. Overall, yeah,
this is a pure gamble move, right? For the GM. I mean,
they're all doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's different. It's not my money, so it's fun to watch.
Well, and to one of our group texts that we're all on, there's a post somebody posted that I'm going to share now from Smitten Chicklets. I think it was from
the Gretzky thing. Yeah. This is wild.
Or no, sorry, Big Head Hockey. Pardon me.
Yeah.
So it basically shows that Wayne Gretzky's career earnings were $46 million, and Nazar, after 56 career games, has earned $46.13 million, which obviously means he's better than Wayne Gretzky.
Clearly, it's all about
using my logic, anyways.
Oh
right?
Boy, oh boy. I think what are Gretzky's? I don't think Frank. Can we talk about how it's awesome a young man's name is Frank? Keep the old names. I want some Walters out here. That'd be good. But
I'm really struggling with the Nazar thing, though. I want to call him Nazar. I just feel like that's funner, but I think it really is Nazar.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even. I'm sure I've watched a couple of Blackhawks games, but I don't remember his style of play.
Now, do you think Wayne hasn't made a lot of money? Is he doing okay? Should we start a GoFundMe?
I think he's all right. Yeah, sponsorships sometimes help, and
I throw a couple bucks at a GoFundMe for Wayne if we want to do that.
Yeah, imagine that. He starts. Yeah, he's probably doing okay.
Well, okay. So if you guys were put your GM hats on, which I know you wear regularly, do you like this trend of trying to lock up these guys almost right away and bank on?
It's not a sustainable strategy. It's not gonna work for you. Two bad contracts and you have 4 good ones. You don't want that. I'd rather have 4 decent league average type of contracts, and my GM does more of a GM job and not just flip coins.
Well, I see your bad take, and can I counter that with like a Mitch Marner, right? He wants $14 million a year. So if you sign 3 guys at $6 million a year, and one becomes Mitch Marner, one becomes a really good everyday kind of solid lineup guy, and one doesn't pan out, are you break even or maybe a little ahead at that point?
Well, when you break it down like that, maybe it is sustainable. I guess we'll find out.
What do you think, Louis?
Well, the Wild tried it, right?
With who? Oh, Suter. Yeah, the marshmallow.
No, that was a second contract thing, but
it's too much, too long.
I don't know. We signed Drake Batherson 6-7 years at like $5 million, $6 million, and he I don't know about the number, but a very good contract. And Drake Batherson's contract is like league known. We had a grand slam with that. Pierre Dorion, one of the only good things he did.
No. If you think that the guy's going to be that way, then go ahead and do it. You're either a genius or you're an idiot. We'll find out in a few years.
We gave Jake Sanderson an 8x8, and everybody made fun of the Ottawa Senators. Yeah, it took a month for everyone to be like, well, actually, that's a pretty good contract. Yeah, not bad, eh?
And I go back to as well, if you expect the cap to keep going up, an $8 million contract
Good
6
point.
years from now could be what we consider a $5 million contract today.
Good point. And Frank sounds like from what it sounds like, he's one of those depth players you need for a cup run. You know, playoff go-getter, grinder, little honey badger out there. So, hey, good for Frank, man. Got paid. You put the work in, brother. You get the money.
Frank Nazar is a 24-25 Young Guns PSA 10 pop of just 78. Check this out, though. 26% gem rate. Yowza.
What year? 24, 25? Yikes.
Yeah. Last sold for 120 US on July 3rd. After that, too, somebody bought a silver Outburst PSA 10 on July 11th for just 147 US. So seems like a decent buy to me, but not a lot of sales, incredibly low gem rate. So this is where it takes a lot of graded copies to get 4 sent in to get one PSA 10. So I think that helps.
Tighten up the grading.
Definitely have. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting close to hockey card heaven, boys, when you start to see Expo autograph signers start to get announced. Very exciting. Cannot wait. The 2025 Fall Expo will be held as always in the International Center in Mississauga, Ontario, just outside of Toronto. The show dates are November 6th through 9th. And a whole bunch of people have been announced already. There's Yvonne Barrett. He was the goalie in the Slapshot. Boy, you're beyond the Hansen brothers now to get the goalie. That's kind of fun. And then Michelle Goulet.
Oh, nice. Goulet nature.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Seriously? I wonder if he's going to bring his snakes. He resurrected, he helped Undertaker rise from the dead.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. You know what's sad, but kind of amazes me? And this is really sad. It's not a joke. That a guy like him, you're almost surprised he's still alive, given they're all dead now.
He wasn't a big he wasn't a big steroid abuser. I mean, he could have been. I just don't think he was. That's where all these guys are oversized hearts and abuse, right? Yeah.
Then Trevor Kidd will be signing. John Casey, North Stars legend.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Brad Park.
Oh, cool.
Issa Tikkanen. Glenn Anderson. Essa Issa. Sorry, Glenn Anderson.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong too. I don't know. Finland.
Yeah.
The Forgotten Finn. I always forget about Tikkanen.
Phil Yari Curry. I don't want to say better than Barkov. I'm not sure I have enough room in my life for
this is turning into the old Oilers good old boys club. Yeah. Who's next? Yeah. Who's next? Kevin Lowe?
Do you think he would inscribe better than Barkov on a card for me?
I will pay for that. If he did that, oh God, I would love that. It would be so funny.
Sasha's daddy.
Yes, Sasha's daddy, forever and always. Your pimp, Yari. Suck it, Sasha. So good.
So of the guys we just mentioned, who's the one you guys would most want to get an autograph from?
John Casey.
Manon Rayom.
Didn't mention her.
No, I thought I heard you say her name.
Yeah. Mary Gamble.
Yeah, Mary Gamble. No, I'm over her.
Really?
She doesn't give me. Yeah, I'm done. I can only not handle attention so much. Yeah, she's done. She's dead to me. We broke up.
Okay.
I don't waste my time, man. Listen, guys out there, if you're pursuing a girl and you're in friend zone or she's not giving you, just move on. She's not into you. You got on to the next one. Yeah. She lost it. Your loss, Mary. Your loss.
Well, just to close that out real quick, I think autograph tickets are already on sale or about to go on sale on the Expo site. And you can get their early bird rate for show admission and save 15%, I believe, through September 19th. So Expo time just around the corner.
Let's go.
One of my favorite Discord channels, especially as of late, because there's been great ideas, is Show Topic Suggestions. That's the name of it. And one I found recently that I thought was very good, and maybe something worth doing. They're all good there, but this one just struck a chord with me, and we'll show it right now. It's from Philly LW. So here is his suggestion. He said, "Everyone expresses the feeling that the most expensive time to buy a card is within the first few weeks of release. I'm a data guy though, so you can hide a tab in Excel with your feelings." That's funny. It'd be interesting to see the price of a few cards of the top rookies over the past couple of years on release day versus 3 months, 6 months later too, to see how much savings patience really does add. So challenge accepted, Philly LW. So here's what I did. I went back for over 5 years for 10 recent hot prospects of flagship releases and plotted the average values of their raw Young Gun sales on release day, 3 months after release, 6 months after release, and then 9 months after release to see if, like Philly LW is asking, is there a benefit to patients? And I tried to pick the biggest or hottest prospects from each release year. And I started with 2024-25 Series 1, and then went all the way back to 2020 and our guy Laffy in Series 1 of that year too. So we'll go through, we're not going to go through the stats individually. We're going to talk more as a group, but just so everyone knows the players that kind of comprised sort of the data that went into this. From 24-25 Series 1, I used Lane Hudson and Logan Stankoven. Couldn't use Celebrini or Mitchkov because it hasn't been 9 months since Series 2 came out. So I had to use 2 guys from Series 1. In 2023-24, I used Bedard from Series 2 and Adam Fantilli from Extended Series. And then the year prior in 2022-23, used Matty Beniers was Series 1, and then Juraj Slavkovsky, who was Series 2. In 21-22, I used Cole Caulfield from Series 1, Mo Sider from Series 2, and then 2020, I used Lafreniere from Series 1, and Dollar Bill Kirill from Series 2. So here's what's happened when you kind of plot it out, again, on release day at 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months, the raw Young Guns values for the 3 players. So the first chart we're going to look at is the gain or loss in value after 3 months for each player. Everyone's going to vary. There's a million factors that go into these, but interestingly, only one player had a gain after 3 months, and that's our boy Shimmy Shakes, Lane Hudson. His value went up after release day 0.59% after 3 months. And I took like the average of 5 sales to come up with these two. I probably should have mentioned that, so I didn't just go off of one sale. Most players, though, you see a pretty healthy decline. The biggest declines would like be Stankoven, Bedard, Kaprizov, right? Both 62% in change. And, you know, to give you an idea, like it would have been cost you on average about $840 to buy a Bedard Young Guns on release day and about $350 3 months later.
Interesting.
So most players had the decline, again, with the exception of Hudson there. And so if you take the average of all 10 players, after 3 months, their Young Guns values decreases about 43%.
Wow. That's a big number, buddy. That's crazy.
Now let's look at like 6 months. So I use the same players, and there was an additional value lost of about 14% after 6 months. So bringing their cumulative down to about 57%. So they continue to lose value between 3 months and 6 months, but it not as steep, right? Is that the biggest hit appears to be so far within 3 months. And when you look at now kind of cumulatively, like what the change at 3 months and 6 months would be the next chart, Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Where, so here again, here's we see illustrated where the dark red represents the total value lost over 3 months, and then what the total value is after 6 months. And you see the steepest decline again is in those first 3 months, which we've kind of already talked about. By 9 months, it's kind of interesting. So over these 10 players, at least, the losses tended to stabilize. So from a cumulative perspective, it actually improved, right? Through 6 months, the average player of the 10 was down 57%. At 9 months, the average was down 55%. So it actually gained a little bit, but mostly flat between 6 months and 9 months, right? So if you think about it, like right now, and this is where we can kind of show again, Louis, the next slide, is that you have a big drop in the first 3 months, a little bit more gain or losses in the next 3 months, and then at 9 months, it's pretty stable from that perspective. So what does it tell you, right? You know, the big hit again is in those 3 months. Now, this is not the most smarty pants, most in-depth months-long study ever, right? Again, directional. is we produce new shows every 3 days, so we got to be quick and dirty with this sort of stuff. And I don't think we're going to win like the Nobel Prize for hockey hobby math and statistics, although I'd like to. I don't know. But here's the point, right? Do not buy base Young Guns on release day. Don't. And if you have to, write this down like 200 times. I will not buy a base Young Guns at product release. It's kind of like the analogy that I kept thinking of is the sort of the new car analogy, right? You know how they always say, oh, you take a 40% or 20% hit the minute you drive off the lot.
Yeah.
You're going to take a 43% hit the first 3 months. So if you can just wait a little bit. And where this is so important, especially with base Young Guns, is what happens is these first ones get posted and there's pent up demand. Everyone's waiting for Bedard. Everyone's waiting for Celebrini. And it's like people, they get selective amnesia where they forget that there's like tens of thousands of these cards. And it's like, oh, a Bedard Young Guns. I have to have it. So I will pay I think like the most on release day when I looked at all the data was like somebody paid like $1,200 for a raw Bedard Young Guns.
Oh.
Now they're about 200. And it's almost because there's so many of them, they really can't go up in value over time because more supply gets constantly introduced into the marketplace. And so you really, really, really have to keep that in mind. And patience, it's hard, right? I mean, especially if it's like your team. So if I'm a diehard San Jose Sharks fan and we've had a number of tough years, and all of a sudden the Macklin Celebrini Young Guns comes out and I'm over the top excited about it, it's got to be so hard not to resist.
Yeah.
It's
hard, man. It's the ultimate emotions, the ultimate peak in emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
FOMO will get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, though, let's talk about permitted potential exceptions, right? This is, I think, the rule, and I feel very confident about it for base Young Guns cards, where I think that you might want to pounce early, and we have made this point before, is on the rarer numbered stuff. And I'm mainly talking about like exclusives down to Red Outburst, and then, of course, the Gold 101. Because what I've found, and you guys agree or disagree, is there's kind of two types of release day sellers when it comes to like really big cards. Like let's say the Celebrini Red Outburst out of 25 Young Guns, right? You have the dramatic overpricer, the guy who's hit the card, has never hit a card like this in his life, is so excited, lists it for $580,000 on eBay.
It's so drastic, but it's reality. That's what happened.
But come on, we all know what happens. But then the other one is, I think, the more interesting one. It's the kind of the, I don't know what to call it. It's either like panic seller or uninformed seller that hits a Celebrini Young Guns and is like, well, I don't know if this is what Phil would do. I don't know, $1,200, right? And it's like, whoa! And whoever smashes that like button, right, or like button, buy now button right away, can get a really good deal, and it might be advantageous to pounce early on.
I'm not one. I'm not one to not try and get my top dollar, but I'm not looking to hold out and get the extra $50. Like, no, just keep the machine moving, man.
And there aren't comps for that card initially, and I think that's where, if you do your homework and you compare other players from last year, the year before, or the series before that, and you try to triangulate, well, how does this player stack up to those guys? Then you can probably try to approximate the value or something there. But I don't know. Did you guys learn anything with this, or did it just reinforce what you kind of thought you already knew?
Well, I wrote down, do not buy Young Guns, a base Young Guns on release day. And I'm going to keep writing it. So
thank you. 200 more.
That's good advice. That's black and white advice, I think.
And what's the flip side of that? If you open a box on release day and you hit the big Young Guns, sell it and buy 3 back.
Yeah.
3 months later. Unless you have like an emotional attachment to hitting. Sometimes I get that, right?
Yeah, you might want to keep the card you hit, right? Regardless,
keep the card you pull.
Lots of money.
But if that doesn't matter to you, then just sell the card.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think what gets all of us is you get a card And we don't, it's probably because we don't want to, but we never think about, well, what if this loses half its value? What we focus on instead is, well, it's worth $150 now.
Yeah.
What if it's worth $800 6 months from now? Not going to happen.
That's
right?
I think your base, if you're more of a collector than a savvy hustler, your brain is like, when I open a box of cards, I'm thinking, I hope I get a card for my collection. If I don't, I hope I get a really good trader. That's my thought process. I think that's a lot of other people's too, I hope.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I'm naive.
No, I don't think you're.
Oh,
I think you're a lot of things, but not naive.
Handsome.
No, we've been saying this for a long time, but now there's a chart that's never wrong. So I trust it.
All right. All right.
I'm going to show her straight.
You're doing excellent. You're doing excellent, Madigan.
New product releases brought to you by Gongshow friend and partner Mint Inc. There's still time to register for the free Mint Inc. trade night at their Vaughan store, which is August 29th. You can do so on their website at mintinc.ca. Also, they're really ramping up streaming and whatnot. I think almost every day now. Like, they're doing singles, streams, breaks, V-Friends, whatever, right? Johnny's kind of into it all. You know, he's a man of, which is cool, right? They kind of do it all there at Mint Inc. You can register for another event on mintinc.ca, their third annual invitational, golf invitational, which will benefit the McGimsie Health Foundation, which is a great cause. And whether it's in store or online, they, of course, have all your hobby needs covered. Hobby boxes, which they can ship anywhere in Canada. Phil knows that. How's Balls Falls going, Phil?
Excellent. My mouth is full, and there's lots going on, and lots of hockey cards to open, and balls falls away.
You get tons of singles, grading services, consignment, memorabilia, and merch. All at mintinc.ca. Well, we got another new product coming out this week.
Breaker's Dream.
The
Breaker's Dream product.
24-25 clear cut. The checklist is live on hockeychecklist.com. Also, the I think on September 4th, the Blackhawks Centennial box set comes out. Another Centennial.
Nice. Great sets. Listen, don't sleep on Centennial sets. If you see the Boston Centennial set for a decent price, pick it up, man. It's a great rip. It's a beautiful hockey card box rip. And you get a nice tin at the end.
Wednesday, I think I mentioned, clear cut comes out. It's the next products that has the Celebrini, Hudson, and Mitchkov rookie cards. We're going to review the checklist key card designs in order to make snap judgments, because those are fun. We'll decide if the set is good or not. So let's look at 24-25 clear cut. The base set is broken down into 3 groups: veterans, greats, and rookies. Do not say legends, Louis or Phil.
Yes, bad word.
We don't want to get sued by the Hall of Fame. You got enough problems.
Ridiculous.
Going on. Yeah. Greats. Ugh. Each has 3 parallels in the base set. Outburst out of 25, which we know California Dave loves. High Gloss out of 10, and the Outburst Gold 101. The veterans are 44 vets on the checklist. The big talking point so far, I think it was mentioned in Mailbag maybe last week by Tori, right?
Yep.
Is no McDavid autos. I didn't do it.
That's good. Maybe that's a good thing. Skip a
No
few.
Ovechkin, no Crosby.
Okay, that's ridiculous. What's going on?
Well, but they would never go as far, Phil, to leave out AM34, because the hobby would explode if you couldn't get your Austin Matthews, right?
Yeah. I saw him wearing 2 earrings the other day. It was different. Earrings coming back for now? Is that fashionable?
I don't know.
Louis, you got earrings, yeah?
My son did until he got in the army, and they don't like that.
Did they rip it? Did his sergeant rip it out?
No, he just can't wear them, so he just took them out and left them on. Any more opinions on that? Like, did we cover the whole? Should all the big stars be in? I think Tori did have a good point, right? It seems like the two sides tend to be, well, if you put these guys in every product with autos, it waters it down.
I agree.
Overall.
But Clear Cut's one of those products you kind of want them in.
It's an auto-driven set, and that was his point, and so I get that too.
Yeah.
Okay. The great. Oh, okay. Lou, you agree?
Just whatever. Doesn't matter to me.
That was another Baba Louie Hobby hot take.
That was pretty good.
Good job. You
Yeah,
caught this
I got a
setup.
boy.
Greats, not legends, but greats. There's 17 players on the checklist. Of course, you got Wayne Gretzky. Now, this is the other big talker that California Dave talked about, I think, on our podcast last week, where it's the second year of outbursts and clear cut, and now the second consecutive Gretzky in an Oilers jersey, which again is probably not ideal, but hopefully Upper Deck stops doing that.
Well, see, it's moves like this. It's moves like this that just make me question the hockey knowledge and collectability of our community and what our wants and desires. So I know all the brass at Upper Deck makes fun of my comment. Like I made a comment years ago. It was very miscued that I said some people at Upper Deck might not be hockey card collectors. It's moves like this, putting Gretzky again in the Oilers uniform and an auto product. That's not what the hobby wants. It's not even close. So that's to me an undefendable. I'm just picking on a one little matzo ball hanging there, but that is an undefendable decision. That's a wrong decision. I'm sorry, it is, and you don't even have to like Gretzky. You'd agree that the hobby would probably want Wayne Gretzky in the product in a different uniform.
Yeah, the Blues.
Yeah, whatever. It's those little moves. Like, whose decision was that? You don't watch hockey. You don't collect cards. I'm sorry. And you can come back at me and tell me you buy e-pack and you've owned 50 card stores, and that's fine. They obviously didn't do well because you're making these odd decisions, or you hired people making these decisions. I don't know. I'm not trying to come across crazy, but that's a perfect example of like what's going on in that room when these decisions are made. It doesn't strike me as someone collects hockey cards who's making that decision. That's my hot take.
Well, I think that there's a series of small misses that could have made big differences, right? And what we're noticing is like the Gretzky thing to me is magnified going back to the no McDavid, no Crosby, no Ovechkin autos. Because now it's like, well, we have Wayne to fall back on for a big chase. Oh, it's just the second Oilers
exactly
auto. Well, that's not great, right? And so it's like the OV Young Guns tribute auto where they didn't stamp the card, right? That with the goals record, right? That's a small detail that would have actually made a huge impact in how that card is viewed going
here's another one that's really common. Putting the wrong jersey of the player, the jersey doesn't match the picture on the card of patch autos. That is like a permanent gaslight. That is almost like someone at Upper Deck being like, we're just going to keep doing this and see how long they can handle it. Like it's to me, that is one of the most bonkers things in our hobby. And it just keeps happening like that.
Yeah. If I had to guess, and it's just a guess, probably like what you have to say, like the Gretzky thing, is that intentional or an error? I would lean probably, and again, maybe distinction without a difference, right, Phil?
Yes, distinction without a difference. That's my new thing.
Because I think after the whole jambalaya thing, where the 2020 and 21 jambalayas were largely duplicated, or largely maybe is an unfair word, but like for like the big guys like McDavid and such, where that really hurt the overall jambalaya market, right? I think that they learned from that. Like they didn't even have jambalaya, I don't think, in the upcoming release of Metal Universe or the latest release. So I kind of felt like that maybe where everyone was on the same page there, and maybe it was an error, but then you have to look at, well, how do you prevent that from happening going forward? Because it's a really big bummer, even though they're almost impossible hits, we love the romanticism of these super big chases and the what if scenarios, and it's just like a B-rate Gretzky outburst auto now compared to the first one.
And how do you think the owners of the first year feel? They're like
mad, but lucky they have the first year.
Yeah. No, I maybe disgruntled. You know.
Yeah, maybe mad's too strong.
And then I'd like to make a point to my counterpoint or something like that. Back to my jerseys that don't match the picture on a patch auto. I feel like an argument, if I can try and like argue back, play my own devil's advocate. Well, Phil, then we wouldn't have to make the card. So what would you rather? Would you rather Patrick Waugh cards that didn't exist? Or at least we can give you a Patrick Waugh card when he's in the Habs picture, but it's a Colorado Avalanche patch. I would say don't make the card.
Correct.
Dr. Frankenstein should not have made his creature. We all know that. Can't wait for the new movie to come out, by the way. But other than that, he shouldn't have made it. Don't make the card. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? I mean, I like the dire wolves. I'm happy we cloned them, but doesn't mean we should have. Yeah.
Well, when I look at like the two main talking points, the no key autos, like I can, whether I agree or disagree with it, I can respect that as a strategic decision that they're trying. This one I have a tougher time with, where I just feel like that these little detail things, you know, I really hope get cleaned up. Where maybe I am taking, maybe they did intend to do a Oilers Gretzky 2 years in a row. I would love to understand if that's the case, why.
That's our common narrative. We're being very respectful all the time. Listen, we're confused. We don't know why. We would love to know. It's not really our business. If I was like Mr. Upper Deck president, I'd be like, man, screw you. Stop talking. It's my company, not yours. I don't have to explain anything to you. But I don't know. We're kind of like a commercial for you twice a week. Like you're welcome. You know, it'd be nice to get maybe some like, how did the last part of the sausage get made? You know, I don't want to know how the beginning of the sausage was made. Just the last part.
I don't want you to say sausage anymore. Louis, what do you think about it?
Sausage.
I already told you I don't care.
Okay.
Oh, I don't.
Not about the Gretzky thing? Doesn't bother you?
Well, yeah, it does. But I mean, the least they could do is is there a picture? Do we know? Is it at least in the other jersey?
Hopefully,
yeah, you would hope. Well, you
would
hope that it's like a home versus away thing, right?
I would hope. So.
I hope it's vertical. His last one's horizontal, right? It's a landscape card.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know if it is. I know most of them are. I think Brady's is, and I don't like landscape cards too much.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I know there's some other notable names in there though.
Oh
Notable
yeah.
Nameplates.
In the greats, you have Brian Trottier, which is kind of awesome. Sittler, Marcel Dion.
I hope someone buy the 101 Marcel Dion and send it to Josh, please. We'll group fund it. You better start a PC now, there, Madigan.
I would, because he's such a sweet person.
Yeah,
He's a great.
I'm not, because he's a sweet. There's lots of sweet people. I don't want their cards.
Louis, you got to have your sights on the Madonna Outburst out of 25 at least. That would be a sick card.
That'd be cool. Yep.
He's in a Dallas Stars.
Yeah, did you see if it's North Stars or Dallas on
Nope.
the checklist?
Did not see.
And then Jeremy Roenick would be another one. And the last category of the base set are rookies, of course. 46 rookies on the checklist. All the big names are represented. So the next group on our checklist set would be autographs. And because it's an autograph set, this is the majority of where all the cards come in. The first set we're going to look at is 97-98, kind of a retro or tribute, whatever you call it, Star Quest. And there's sets for veterans, greats, and rookies. Veterans are 1 in 34 boxes and includes SP. Greats are 1 in 150 boxes, and rookies are 1 in 18. And Celebrini, Mitchkoff, and Hudson are all on the checklist. There are 101 gold parallels for each. Do you guys like this Star Quest kind of nod to it?
I like clear cut in general. This particular, I'm not a big be a player collector's choice kind of guy, so I know it's honoring that and the Star Quest from the past, and I wasn't a fan of it then. I don't see my mind changing now, but I think this card will be greatly appreciated by big Star Quest fans.
Yeah, probably. Louis, your take.
It's so hard to tell with these in pictures.
Yeah.
To be fair, but I did the Madonna's. All of his cards are Dallas, so if it falls into my lap, great. I'm not going to chase it down though.
A lot of tributes or retro cards. So the next one is 1999-2000 UD Ice Gallery. Now this includes a mix of Vets and Legends. So the last picture of the StarQuest, that was from the sell sheet. This is actually from the gallery that Upper Deck. So this is not a great quality image, but the best we got. So this is an actual image of the card. I don't remember these cards, Ice Gallery. Do you?
No, not particularly.
Overall odds are 1 in 20 boxes, includes SP and SSP. Then continuing on with tributes and retros, there's 2001 SP Authentic Power Skaters retro. Overall odds 1 in 60, includes short print, super short print. There's also 3 parallels: red out of 35, blue out of 10, and gold 101. And the 10 players on the checklist includes vets, greats, and rookies. Bobby Orr. We're looking. It's a nice looking card.
Nice card. Gold foil, or would that be gold foil?
Probably. I think so.
Yeah, it's nice. The SP authentic logos in gold too. Like that. So here's a good example of a lot of care went into this card, I think. This is a well-designed look, just the little details, right? I mean, hopefully that B is on the card, but on the autograph.
Yeah. Well, there could be the crop too.
Yeah.
Then more tributes with 2000, 2001 XP Excitement.
Oh,
Again, broken down by veterans, greats, and rookies. Each has a gold 101 parallel. I kind of like the look of this card too. Well, it's got our boy, Dollar Bill Kirill, on it. So
yeah,
is he our boy yet?
Stop it.
His auto's getting a little bit sloppy, a little Bedard-like there, I think.
Ooh,
Yeah, a little tighten it up there, Kirill.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like looks like there's too much foil, like it's not even a clear-cut card.
I think this will be a nice card in hand.
I do too.
Yeah. I like the green. It's my favorite color, so.
More tributes. 2001-02 SP Authentic Sign of the Times. Includes 10 players on the checklist, mix of vets, greats, and rookies. Base odds are 1 in 60 boxes. Include short print, super short print. Here's the Patrick Wah treatment. There. What do we think? I like this.
It's cool.
Yeah, standard SUT card. Sign of the Times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the Sign of the Times crew will love it.
Yes.
We do.
There you go.
Then finally, the last tribute that we're going to go over is 21-22 Dazzlers.
Yeah.
I want to see these.
Let's
boys.
go.
Yeah. This has the potential to be pretty awesome if they get the background right on the card. Huge checklist. So 72 players on it, are all veterans and rookies. Base odds are 1 in 12 boxes, includes short print, super short print. And yeah.
It's almost like a joke now, right? Like they're so bad, the Dazzlers back then. They're great now, right? Like last year's design was amazing. Amazing design. Beautiful card.
Do you guys like do you think this is a good set for a bunch of retros and tributes?
Yeah, I like it.
I kind of do too.
Yeah, the biggest worry for me is the autograph. I wish they would. It doesn't absorb, right? The auto doesn't absorb into the card, and it's just on the surface. So that's my biggest concern. But I wish they would do more 90-91 Upper Deck tributes. You know, like 10 players a year.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah, like really reward the people that have the, that been with you for so long.
UD Canvas autos are a big part of Clear Cut. There's rookie debuts, which are all out of 25. 7 players on the checklist. Does include Celebrini Mitchcott, but no shimmy shakes. Major controversy.
It's crazy.
There is a gold ink 101 auto parallel. One of my favorite cards is the red ink canvas autos. These are all numbered to the player's jersey. There are 43 players on the checklist, includes vets, greats, and rookies. And there's also, again, a gold ink parallel 101. I love this. I think is my favorite card in Clear Cut.
Oh, really? I like, the UD Canvas signatures are incredible. Any of the canvas autos I like, any of them in Clear Cut. I think that's a great decision because it's so unique, Yeah.
Another auto set is Crystalline Stars. They have base odds of 1 in 20, includes short print, super short print, a mix of vets, greats, and rookies. There are 3 parallels: red out of 25, blue out of 10, and gold 101. This is one of those, again, if done right, could be really cool. There's a lot going on in the design, though. So
I got a goofy question here.
Yeah.
Because it looks like that's red, right? With my colorblind eyes.
I would think
It says-
so.
It says 35 on that card.
Yeah, again, this is the preview from the sell sheet that comes out months before the set, and
Well,
oftentimes
that right?
there's the things change, I guess.
Okay.
Happens all the time, like way more often than you think. Or I made an error on the checklist, which well, we'll have to check. But I think blue has been on a 25 for all these. So
Sure.
then you have rookie tribute autos. These are kind of cool. So there's 12 rookies on the checklist, and each card is different. It features one of the players, I don't know, selected rookie cards. It's not like all young guns or anything. So the example fill we're showing is 2018-19 trilogy rookie for Brady Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
These have unknown odds, and they're kind of probably what would have been an Easter egg before Upper Deck kind of stopped doing that. Anything like this interest you for your guy, Brady T?
Clear Cut's a very unique product. Either I'm very interested in it or I wouldn't be. I'll give you an example. The UD Canvas signatures that we just talked about. I saw a card on eBay for Jake Sanderson forever, and I was like, it's pretty average, not much. And then I saw the card at a show, popped. It is such, it's a tough product. Clear Cut's not a big eBay window shop for me. So I don't like Trilogy traditionally, but if I walk by this card and there's something about it, that's why I like Clear Cut, because they're tributes and they can bring something different to the table.
The last auto set we're going to look at is Upper Deck Vintage. What is this? Is this like was this a set at some point? And I'm just not familiar with it.
I don't know.
Because I've never seen it, or is it just sort of like because they don't have vintage, the rights to the designs, that they're kind of coming up with their own vintagey looking brand? Yeah, maybe somebody can comment and let me know. Would appreciate that, but it looks pretty good. I just don't understand what Upper Deck Vintage is.
Yeah.
I don't either. I like the card though.
Yeah. Trate's got a nice auto.
Mm-hmm.
You should buy it and show it to him in Saskatoon.
No.
Sure.
Lastly, looking at the checklist, and these are all available again on the checklist site, hockeychecklist.com. There's a bunch of updates again from going back to 2020. Is for 2020, 2021, 2022, and then 2023. Now, in Clear Cut, each box contains one card. It's high risk, high reward. The pre-sales, I think, are sold out at Mint Inc. So, they must, or something. I did reach out, though, and Johnny Amendola told me that they will be on the site on release day. So you can pre-order it at mintink.ca. In the U.S., pre-sales right now are about $85 US. So what does that mean? About 120 Canadian, roughly, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think? 2024, 25 Clear Cut. You fans?
Big fan. Yeah, it's exciting every year. It's a fun set. It's a fun set. I like watching Dave rip 50 boxes in front of me, and then I can just decide how many boxes I want to buy after that experience. So yeah, he's funny.
Well, I've always liked them, but I usually buy them after they're somebody else already.
Singles?
Yeah.
All right, Philip. Big mailbag. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
So big, I ran out the last few questions. So here we go. Okay. First question, Discord, headphone activist. Hey guys, I was wondering if the card shows you have gone to, do each of you have a standout card you have found over the years at a show? Maybe an amazing deal on a rare card or a really good bargain bin find. Josh, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I think my favorite pickup was at the last Expo. My 2014-15 O-Pee-Chee Platinum Sidney Crosby Seismic Gold PSA 10. I got Steve Angel, and I liked it.
Yeah, he did. Josh got a great deal on that. I'll go next. Yeah, definitely, man. So a few Expos ago, I think maybe 2 years ago, my poor son and I, was Sunday afternoon. It was around 3:30, and within an hour of closing, I just didn't want to leave. I was just like, no, I feel like I missed something. So I asked Hasselhoff if I could just do one more lap. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. So deep in the barren wasteland of Hull C's destitute corner, I found an amazing copy of a Wayne Gretzky O-Pee-Chee, and just random, like it just had no theme in this guy's collection. $500. He wouldn't budge at all. He knew exactly what he had, and he knew he was giving me a great deal. So we chatted for another 20 minutes. I bought the card, and one of the best pickups I've ever had.
Yeah.
Louis, yourself?
Well, I talked about it the other day, but it's that 97-98 Madonna priority stamp of approval that Don Ross out of 100.
Okay.
That was me just killing time, waiting for somebody else, going through another guy's table. I was pretty much done. And he just had stacks of cards inside one of his cases with all the other cards. And I just asked to look at those stacks to see what was in there. And that card was in there. And I was like, oh, yep, got to have it. It's probably one of my top favorite ones, too.
Atta boy, that's good. All right, let's go. Next question. Here we go. Monty from Discord. Hola, Nimos. No bueno.
Wait. Niños. Not
Niños?
This isn't Finding Nemo. You said
Well, dude, I'm not Spanish. I don't know. I'm learning.
Niños,
No bueno,
boy,
no
in
bueno.
Espanol. Okay.
So what is it? Tell me.
Niños.
Niños. Hola, niños.
There we go.
Swiper, stop swiping. Okay. If you could attend any NHL game that did not involve your team, what matchup would you pick? Optional difficulty enhancement. The teams can be from different eras. Louis, you wanna go ahead?
Let's watch good Detroit against Wayner's Oilers.
Ooh,
Like Russian 5 versus like 85 Oilers or something like that. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah,
You didn't pick 91 Penguins against North Stars to watch us get crushed again?
But I couldn't pick my team.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Josh, you want to go ahead?
Well, I'm going to go the current route. I would love to go to like a Sharks versus Habs game and think of all the amazing young talent in that game right now.
I know Sharks are loaded.
Think you want me to go?
Of course I do.
Well, yeah, you're leading mailbag, so
Yeah. The blue team.
Wait. Did your brain just like lock up for a minute?
No, I was just waiting for someone to talk. I don't know. The blue team and the Habs any year except modern history. There's no rivalry anymore. It's I don't. But anything pre 2000, blue team and Habs. I just want to be in the stands. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Thanks, Money. Vegas card collector. Yo, fellas, I've started ending every work meeting by asking everyone, did you have fun? Am I at risk of a trademark infringement? I don't want to run into a Legends versus Stars type legal situation. My lawyer isn't that good. Sweet mother of God. What have you done, Josh Madigan? But anyways, go ahead. Someone answer.
Please do that for real and secretly record it and send it to me. You'll forever have my love because that would be amazing.
Louis, what do you think?
I just said I love it. Do it up.
Amazing. Great. Thank you, Vegas. Fantastic. Next question. Oh, my goodness. Thanks, Scott. Postmaster Scott. Hey, boys. I have a theory why the pro sports leagues and player associations now only want to have one company making their cards. The leagues, teams, and players don't want to have to deal with multiple companies fighting for access to players for autographs or fighting over jerseys and other men for their other memorabilia for their cards. When the NHL allowed Panini to make cards in the mid-late 2000s, along with Upper Deck, that was when memorabilia and auto cards were now a norm. And I'm guessing that they all realized that it wasn't a really good idea to have multiple companies vying for them. Pre-2000s, memorabilia and auto cards weren't really a thing. So who cares if a dozen companies were making cards for the league? Am I way off base here? This is above my pay grade, but I think you had some great points, Scott. Big time. Louis, what do you think?
I didn't think. I stopped reading after "Hey boys."
Louis doesn't like the big words, Scott. It's okay. Go ahead, Josh. You want to round us off here?
I think he's spot on. Yeah, it's much easier to have one partner than a bunch.
Okay. Good answer. Next question.
Have you ever tried to have like 6 girlfriends at the same time, Phil?
No, that's crazy. 4 is everybody knows 4 is the max. Okay, here we go. Next question. Discord. PSA 0 Pop 1. Sup, homies? Now that you've completed your Mount Rushmores and you only included cards that were reasonably obtained, what's one card that's not financially obtainable unless you were to sell your entire collection, and would you do it? I'll go first. Easy. The first release of the exquisite design auto patch of Wayne Gretzky, in the basketball set there, 2008, 2009, I believe. That's not achievable for me. That's multiple tens of thousands of dollars.
What percentage of your Brady cards would you sell to get that card?
None.
Okay.
None. Brady's my guy. I'm an Ottawa boy. I'm loyal, and I honor Wayne Gretzky. I respect Wayne Gretzky. He's a big part of my childhood and greatest at hockey of all time. I'm loyal to my hometown hockey team at the end of the day, over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Louis, what do you think?
Well, I don't. Out of any of my Mount Rushmore stuff, I don't think there's honestly any card that's not financially obtainable, to be honest with you. So let's just say there was a banger. I probably wouldn't sell all my cards just to get that one.
Okay, Josh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, makes sense.
yeah,
Completely.
Probably the 2012 Flair Retro Gretzky Green PMG. That's out of 10. That might be like one card where I'd consider doing it.
Okay. Good. Next question. Thanks, PSA 0 Pop 1.
Great name.
Yeah. It was great. Very, very good. All right. Next question from Discord. Peachland Cards. Gentlemen, being in my early 60s, I think more and more about years from now, what will happen to my collection when I pass? My thought is to over time reduce my diverse collection to maybe 10 to 20 cards. That would be liquid and easy to turn into money. Would you be happy with a collection that was just 10 to 12 cards worth $5,000 each? Josh, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I have this fantasy that I could get to like my top 25 or top 50 cards, and then it would be like one in, one out, sort of minimalist mentality, but I just keep buying stuff I like over and over again. So my brain says one thing, my heart says another.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm. I
Louis,
think if I was older, I think I could probably do this, but right now there's no way I could just have 10 or 20 cards.
Okay. And me, I think this is a great idea. I think we talk about it quite often, all the time. I think I would love to have to do that because I feel every time I go through my collection, it's very loose. I get frustrated. It's not my jam. But right now, I'm enjoying that. In the future, I would like to do something more like yours. So maybe when I'm in my early 60s and 20 years, 18 years, I will consolidate a lot of my collection after the Sens win the cup, and I'll just keep the good cards and the highly liquid ones too. Okay, next question. Kegger Cards. Gentlemen and Phil, do you cap the number of cards in your personal collection to a certain number and try to stay under that made-up limit? Or do you just go buck wild and always keep adding without fear of running out of room in your house or having your significant other get mad at you? Well, the boys are both married. I am not, so I don't have a significant other but I have cards all over my house on every ledge, nook, and cranny. You can see it in most of my videos. So it's chaos. Would I like to be more organized? Yes. I have spurts of organized days. You know, when you clean your house, you keep it clean for like 2 or 3 days, but that's a poop show after. So it's like that. What do you boys think? How do you do it? Josh?
Well, I always am like amazed, and this happens quite a bit on these mailbag questions where think of the last question. Like people get on the same wavelength all of a sudden, right? Whereas about having a small but limited PC, and then now we get this question. No, I have no limits. And then, but if you've been to my office, you would understand.
Yeah. Louis, what about you?
Well, there's always that time to purge, and I did, but you never know when it is. And I don't know. I'm organized, so I don't have cards all over the house, so I won't get yelled at, hopefully.
Good.
I would totally purge like the bottom 50% to trade up for a big card, though.
Yeah. I would love. That's what I said. I need California Dave to come here and go through like audit. I can go to work. I'll buy Dave a pizza, get him a case of beer. He can just sit in his pajamas all day and organize and sell my cards. I think I just want to buy like 1 or 2 big cards. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, next question. Card Professor 7, not to be mistaken for the sports card professor who's making big waves on YouTube's. Anyways, in the past, you have highlighted good value prices of wax with possible case hit pulls, such as Upper Deck, Skybox, Metal Universe, Hockey, and PMGs. Might you continue in the future to highlight such good value wax? I don't have an educated answer for you. I feel like this is a Josh question, but Louis, do you want to attempt it first?
No, Josh can answer. I think we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, it depends on your definition of value, and everyone seems to be a little bit different. And so, but anytime we find boxes we like or that we think have benefits that and give our opinion if they're good value, of course, we'll continue to bring that up.
Excellent. Next question. Oh, a 2-part question. You have previously mentioned on your show your opinion in the general on the best time to buy hockey cards during the year. Do you have analytics to show approximately what those dates are? Perhaps taking young guns of several players and seeing if they all dip in the same time period. I'll go ahead. I think we always say the summer is the best, but I think you still need to be careful. Sometimes auctions in the summer can get pretty crazy because we're all bored. And then we get really excited in those acute moments of our evenings, which is usually when the auctions end. So patio pops may influence a final bid price of a couple of competing people. I've been there, on the patio, feeling good, a few beers in. I'm going to win this card no matter what. Then you got a double whammy when you wake up in the morning. Morning Phil hates night Phil sometimes. So don't be that. That's my take on that. Josh, what do you think?
I think we're up, right, Louis? Summer, as we say, probably best time to buy.
All right, there we go. Next question. Bill Brasky. Phil, what is the latest entry in your I Hate Mario Lemieux diary that you write every night? No one needs to answer this. I'll take care of it. Well, Bill, I think we can flip the script organically here and expose the true feelings of the podcast. And the hatred lies in the Madigan against the greatest player in the world. So, yeah. I think we all know what the truth is. I don't hate Mario Lemieux, but Josh does hate Connor McDavid.
What if we on Thursday show? What if our big content topic is whose hobby market goes to zero first, Connor McDavid or Mario Lemieux?
Let's do it. Yeah, we'll get some good takes. Okay. Bill's second question. Hey, boys, in your top 20 selling players on eBay segment, you mentioned how dropping down the list over time because of him being a player from an older era. Do you think his legacy will kind of take the route of the Rocket Richard? He was so loved. When people rioted, he was suspended. No, sorry. Was so loved, people rioted when he was suspended. I apologize. Yep. But now it seems he is barely featured on cards and is hardly ever in the Mount Rushmore talks or other similar conversations. Do you feel time will have the same effect on Howe's legacy? Yeah, man. I always think of it. I hate it. I really can't stand it. I feel like a piece of crap in my head because I'm disrespecting history in the past when I don't think of these great players, these legends right away. Obviously, it's not that dramatic, but it is sad to me. And I know the other boys feel kind of similar. It's important to our channel. It's important to the Gong Show vibe that we keep these legends and these stories alive. Rocket Richard is just such a perfect example, man. You're so bang on. I grew up in Montreal, just a legend. I mean, he was everywhere, always, in all the conversations, just with Guy Lafleur. But I mean, we're going back further. Rocket Richard, he's just a phenomenal piece of history. And now that I live in Ottawa, I never hear it. And I feel like a piece of crap. You're absolutely right. So, I don't really, I don't know. He's a legend. And over the years, I don't really think about him anymore much. And I do feel like that's really sad, man. So I agree, so let's be the change. Let's be the difference, right? If you have kids, talk to your kids. My son knows all the old Habs, but I only have one kid that I know of. So you got to do your part too, everybody. Josh, what do you think?
I think you said it best.
Thanks, boys. Okay, next question. Crosby card donations. Now that you can take courses at college in such subjects as puppetry and bagpipe performances, Louis actually graduated from that. Do you think we will see courses on trading card management covering everything cardboard? Oh God, that's a Jeff Wilson thing. I hope he's not watching this. Obviously not, but he would be like, that's a great idea. I lost my spot. And would you be interested in teaching it? No. Josh could teach pretty much anything. Louis can teach about podcast producing. And Phil, well, every school needs a janitor. Keep up the great work, boys. Done and done, brother. I love mopping. I'm a big mop. Listen, I don't want a lot of responsibility. Don't come to me for advice and guidance. Not at all, man. So I would keep the place organized and clean. And yeah, there we go. Louis, what do you think?
I just laughed at the whole thing.
Okay, Josh.
Be a big job for you, Phil. Be proud of you.
Yeah,
that job.
I could do it. Okay, here we go. Discord, puck and cards. No, Cheeto fingers.
Hold on. We'll switch around. We'll
okay.
do it this way. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, puck and cards. Sorry. So Stankoven was only supposed to inscribe the first 50 future watch autos, but he went full Keener and did all 999. Does that make number 51 a bargain bin special now? Or did he just give the hobby a community-wide participation trophy? That's pretty funny.
I love it.
Josh, what do you think?
Yeah, they have to go down, right? I mean, it's really the only probably thing that can happen. And it's kind of funny. Like, again, I still think that the joke's on him having to inscribe an extra 950 cards.
Yeah, I mean, that's
ouch. So yeah, Louis, I think on the notes I missed the Cheeto fingers one. If you
I can just read it on the. I'll
read it
up.
on the screen or put it up for him.
All right, here we go. Cheeto fingers, love it. Hey, gentlemen of hockey card knowledge. Thank you. That's flattering. Have a question for Phil. Crap. Why do you hate? Oh, come on, man. Why do you hate Jacob Slavin? I don't hate him. Listen. I'm ignorant. Any comment I make about Jacob Slavin is nonsense. Listen, I project loudly.
Cheeto, can you not ask a question but make a video, please?
Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm a passionate speaker in everything. Like if you should see me talk about my dinner. Like it's no different. Like I don't hate Jacob Slavin. I don't know anything about him, but he's a bum. He's a plug. He's not on my team. Like, right, that's how it works. Jesus. Anyways,
have we ever lived up to our name more than this show?
Anyways, I'm sure Cheeto Fingers is joking around. Okay. Okay. No, I gotta finish the question.
Okay, sorry.
Slavin a penalty hog. He has won 2. Oh, Jesus, man. He has won 2 Lady Bing awards, including one season where he had 1 penalty, which happened to be a delay of game for shooting the puck over the glass. Okay. Sanderson. Oh my God. Sanderson does not get many penalty minutes either, but over the 3 seasons he has played in the league, he has double the number that Slavin has in those 3 years. As for points, yes, Sanderson has more, but if you take away his power play points, they are even last season. Okay. Slavin does not play the PP, instead is the anchor of the PK unit, which consistently is ranked number 1. Sanderson is a great player too, but not a chance I'd take him over Slavin. You're crazy, bud. You're nuts. Listen, Cheeto Fingers, lick your fingers because you're crazy.
Yeah. Your mouth is full of them.
Work, boys. You have built a wonderful community, and we are fortunate for all that you've done. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Thanks for the compliments. You're nuts, Cheeto Fingers. You would take Jacob Slavin over. See, this is the point. You don't know anything about Sanderson, just like I don't know anything about Slavin. Yeah, okay, you busted out some stats. You don't know. You don't. And you're wrong. I love you, brother. I love you. Thank you for the compliments. That's good. But come at me. Come back at me again. That's how this works. That's why it's beautiful. Okay, here we go. Forget it. You guys don't have to answer that. I took care of it. Instagram. Okay, mama. What year of Allure has had the best base card design? Louis.
21-22.
Josh.
I like the 22-23.
All right, great. Oh, man, that's a hard one. 22-23 Gold Glitter Bomb is truly one of the craziest looking cards you have ever seen. No one talks about it. Go hold it. Not in a penny sleeve, not in a top loader. Hold it in your hand in the sunlight. There's no other hockey card like that card. 22-23 Gold Glitter Bomb. To answer your question,
it took 2 hours, but Cheeto woke up the loud collector
Oh,
today.
Stop. Listen. So saying that overall, my favorite overall design is 2023-24. And I'm really, really close. So it's a 1A, 1B with 21, 22. I like them all. It's only the first year of Allure I don't like. Every other year,
2019's terrible.
Yeah,
Am I
it's
the
all
only one that
die-cut.
thinks that?
I don't know what they.
I don't remember what it looks
They
like.
tried something different. It
They're
didn't
all
work.
like die cut and like
Yeah.
weird.
Oh yeah,
color
yeah. Is
parallels.
that Jack Hughes you had?
Yeah, the white one, and
Yeah.
then there's like a weird pink one.
Sure.
Yeah, weird. Okay, next question. Second part question. What, in your opinion, are the top 5 worst product releases in the modern era? Well, I think we all pretty much have the same answer, but go ahead,
Yeah,
Louis.
okay. Wait, now we'll let Louis read it off.
Okay.
Do you think that we just rubbed off on each other, or we all independently think that way? Because I was surprised by that too.
Yeah, we all answered the exact
Well,
same.
you knew exactly what my first one was gonna. Well, I knew what all of our first ones.
No,
were
but even the
gonna
way we wrote it, we're all kind of like we all have the same thought
Oh,
process. I don't
yeah.
read any of your questions. It's funny. Go ahead,
be.
Louis.
No. So we all got Black Diamond. We all got Trilogy. MVP falls in there. Synergy, Ice. I left Ice out because I kind of like it and just
Yeah.
threw in. Not that I don't like it, but clear. I just said clear cut. One card, lots of money.
Well, and Phil only did 4 because he can never quite do everything totally to directions.
I think
It's
the phone
always-
rang. Yeah. So I didn't answer I only answered the next question. The rest of them, they're going to be new to me. I think we got the phone
Okay.
call. Sorry. Do you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I picked Black Diamond, Trilogy, Ice, and MVP. 5. Okay. Next question. Ed Lister. Hey, Ed. You have to make a line in the NHL. I love this question. You have to make a line in the NHL, but you can only choose one player from each country. Who are you choosing? Sorry, it's a little parched there. I want to go first because I'm excited. So,
Sure.
Okay. So in nets, I would have Dominik Hasek, so Czech Republic, goalie. Then I would have defenseman Nicholas Lidstrom, Sweden. I would also have for USA, Jake Sanderson. Suck it, Cheeto fingers. And for my center, I would have Sidney Crosby. I just would. That's a bit of a homer pick, but I don't think it's a bad homer pick because, one of the greatest centers of all time. And on left wing, I'd have to go Ovechkin, Russia. You have to. And on right wing, I'm going to show how much I love this man, Marian Hossa from Slovakia.
Wow.
That's what I would do. That's my line. Josh, what about you?
You did a full.
Yeah,
We just did a forward line, but because you got excited, which is good.
Yeah.
It's good.
So you did less than you were required on worst products, but more than was required. Like I said, you can never do exactly what somebody asks. It's kind of amazing. That's why I love you. Okay. My line would be very controversially McDavid, even though I hate him, at center.
Lean into it, man. Just lean into it. Yeah.
Kirill Kaprizov, because I'm a homer. And then I went with left wing, and then I went with Pasta at right wing.
Good job.
I always forget he's Russian.
Pasta?
Pasta's Russian, right?
No, he's Czech.
Oh, crap. That's probably why I forget he's Russian, because he's not.
Mhm.
Louis, you want to save me here?
Yeah. I'll go Kaprizov, Nico Hischier, and Leon Draisaitl.
You're going to pick Nico Hischier out of everybody you can pick. You're going to pick that guy? Oh, please.
He gets
If you have to make a line in the NHL, but you can only choose one player from each country, who would you choose? That's who I chose. I answered the question.
You picked Jake Sanderson over Bobby Orr. So come
listen, American man. You are so silly. I'm gonna soundbite everything you make fun of Jake Sanderson, and then when he wins you I can't even say it as a Canadian. When your country tries to beat us in the finals, you're gonna be eating your words. Same you, Cheeto fingers. You're all part of my axis of evil. Okay, next question. Yeg Sports 77. Why don't Ultimate Rookie autos get any love in the hobby? They're all hard signed. I don't know. I'm slowly turning a leaf on them. I didn't like them before, but I'm starting to like them now. Josh, what do you think?
They just don't have like the brand or it factor, or they're not. I think Ultimate is kind of the shield. Like that's what people think, right?
Yeah. I think Louis agrees with you there. Next question. Facebook, Dane Hayden. Sorry, buddy. What would you guys do with an OV Future Watch auto? Sell, trade, or trade in cash? And when do you think the best time to move it would be coming up? I would immediately sell the card. I'm going to be selling all my Ovechkin cards except his exquisite auto patch that I have. And I do not know when the best time to sell it would be. I would ask my friends. Surround yourself with people smarter and better than you, and you will get far in life. And that's what I'm trying to do. Josh, what do you think?
Well, the next sort of traditional good time to sell would be the start of the season.
Yeah. Louis, what do you think?
Sell it anytime.
Yeah, I agree. Anytime. All right, next question. Discord, Minnesota Sports Card Junkie, Hot Tub Time Machine. Josh, Louis, and Phil each get to go back and get one of the 3 raw cards from the past. 79 Gretzky O-Pee-Chee rookie, 86 86 Fleer Jordan rookie, and the 52 Topps Mantle, not rookie. What would be each of your pecking orders and why? Josh?
I would go Gretzky and then the Mantle, because Mantle is the most iconic sports card of all time. And then the Jordan rookie, or not, well, the Star is now the rookie, but the 85 Fleer. I love all 3 of those cards, by the way. So I would love to have all of them, but that would be my order.
Same order for me.
Yeah. I unfortunately disagree. My opinion's different. I would go Mickey Mantle first because I just baseball's just something grassroots and pastime about it. I know I'm Canadian. I know it's a very American thing, but baseball in my childhood was my ultimate escape. So I would definitely go. And plus, I want to be in the 50s. I want to hear the music. I want to go to a diner, meet Betty, serve me a coffee. You know, I'd like to hang out in the early 50s, 60s. I'd rather, but I'll take the 50s. And then I would go Gretzky, Jordan. I like Michael Jordan. I like the Pro Stars commercial or TV show. You know, it was great to watch basketball when Michael Jordan was playing, but I don't really have a big connection to him, or it's kind of I don't know. I don't really like him as an adult, so I don't really care for him. Anyways, okay, next question. Instagram, Doghouse Hockey Cards. Andrew, what's up? Good day, gentlemen of the Gong Show. Have you ever purchased a card higher than comps? What? Obviously. Would you ever consider paying well over comps? Yes, again. What card would you be willing to pay well over comps for, and why? Maybe a McDavid O-Pee-Chee, Josh? Josh, you can go ahead and answer this. I feel like I answered it as I was asking it.
I pretty much overpay for every card I want. I mean, that's like, I'm pretty consistent where I don't like double comps, but if I want a card and that's really important to me, I will offer more than the last paid almost every time. And I would, though, prefer an OV O-Pee-Chee to a McDavid, but I'd probably overpay for both. Yeah.
So if I find an OV, a nice one that I know you want, I'll buy it and we can trade.
You still think I have a McDavid and I don't?
You just said you have a McDavid.
No, I said I would take the OV first.
Oh, all right, fine. Louis, what do you say?
I don't even remember what I said.
Oh, don't worry about
overpaid? Yeah, I'd pay. I've overpaid, and yeah, if there's a card I want bad enough, I'll overpay for it.
Out of our group, though, I'd say you're the least overpayer out of our group.
Absolutely.
Yeah, by far. You're like, I know it's only $4 extra, but I just can't do it, Phil. I'm like, oh my God.
$4. Never said that in my life.
All right, fine, $7.
Thanks.
Okay, next question.
Because that's like 100 Canadians.
He wants $3 for shipping.
Yeah.
What a joke.
Steel City Hockey Collector. In regard to the 2012-13 Panini Prism Cracked Ice Parallel, I've seen a non-numbered limited edition out of 10 and an auto version. Were these cards only available as part of the Rapper Redemption program at the Fall Expo 2012? Jesus, man. That's a Josh question if I've ever seen one. Go ahead, Josh.
I didn't have time to go like deep into it, even though I wanted to, because I was planning my retort. But memory serves me, they were part of Father's Day packs, not a Rapper Redemption program.
There we go. There's your answer. Instagram, Top Mark Cards. Is there a card in your collection that means so much to you that you simply won't trade it? If so, what card and why? I'll go first. I'm not going to tell you a card. 85% of my collection is untradeable. And I would say...
It's because nobody wants it.
Hilarious. I would say 25%. Not that funny. I would say there's 25% that is probably not for sale, right? Like I have, just ignore them. I have about I have certain Brady Kachuk cards and Wayne Gretzky cards.
Chugga.
It's unbelievable. I'm trying to answer. You guys are being so disrespectful to top mark cards. There are certain cards that don't have a price tag.
Because
Like my
nobody wants
Future
them.
Watch all-time Future Watch Wayne Gretzky. You could give me 40 grand for that card. I probably wouldn't take it because I can't find another one. That's a lie. I'd probably take it. All right, those guys lost their opportunity to answer. So next question, Instagram, Archduke of Coconuts.
What a name.
Jesus, I hope you have a defib at your house. Okay, let's storm the teacup burner here. Since I hear Phil enjoys questions heavy on reading, I have a question for him in the Gongshow squad. Since the Sabres are essentially in my backyard, I've grown to be a constant disappointment in year and year out with some hope last year, which faded. The season hasn't started, and we have already missed the playoffs. We have filled our roster with base cards this year. As a Jeff Skinner super collector, previous Kane, better than Marcel Dion, Dylan Cousins shooting for the Statue of Rainbow, Biro, Peterka, and most likely a trade for Tage Thompson for a bag of beans is imminent. How do you personally collect a player from your favorite team that leaves that team? Phil, if Tkachuk or Sanderson left Ottawa, would you continue to collect or sadly give up because he's gone? Or what would you do? Well, I'll tell you, I'm a little mixed on that one. If Brady left Ottawa, I love Brady's style of play. I love what he brings to the NHL. He's plays like a dying breed of hockey that I love. I would keep seeing him. I really would. I just hope he wouldn't go to like Vegas or I don't know.
So you would buy Brady Tkachuk cards in a different uniform?
Probably. Wow. Depending on the team. I think that would matter a lot. And Jake Sanderson, I feel less about that. I really like watching the journey that Jake is. Like how when we picked him in the draft, I was so happy following him. He's not at the level of Brady yet. I'm just really, really excited to see what he's going to do for my Sens. Give me a couple years and I'd have to really fall in love with Jake more. I like Jake Sanderson's demeanor more. I like he's more poised than Brady. I find Brady's a little goofier than I'd like him to be. But that makes him a great captain too. So Louis, what do you think?
Well, my predicament here is a little different with Madonna. I think I've said this before, but what I try to do with him is get North Star stuff first and most. But let's just say Kaprizov left. There's no way I would be chasing his cards anymore. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Eh? Josh, what do you think?
I don't want to answer this question because if and when Kirill doesn't resign with their Wild, and I'm depressed. Yeah, I don't think I could do it either.
No, eh? All right, great question though, Archduke. Okay, next, second last question. YD Collectibles, specific PC player. What are your top 7 cards that you must have? I'll go first. I mean, off the top of my head, High Gloss, Exclusive, Outbursts, Cup RPA 101s. Future Watch Auto Patch, a FWAP is definitely a staple in this list. That's slowly and surely becoming the last main card you need of a PC. And I know I know that's a bad take, not a common take. I'm not seeing it, man. I'm not. The Future Watch Auto is just a nicer Young Guns, and I'd rather have a Young Guns. I just would. Especially with the autographs of all the new players now. I'd rather have a silver Outburst Young Gun than a Future Watch Auto. Sorry. And I'd much rather have a red Outburst Young Guns any day over a Future Watch Patch Auto or anything. Or even in an inscribed. It's an inscribed Connor McDavid or Connor Bedard Future Watch Auto. That's fine. Give me the red Outburst of his rookie year. Bang. I win. My opinion.
Wow.
Boys?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I put my head in the sand on this one because I didn't really know, because there's a lot of like flops and stuff that I do and I like and I don't like of certain PC guys, so I don't know which way I would go. So
I think of it as a staple list, right? What are the non-negotiables?
Well, it depends on the era of the player, though. Like if you want a PC Mario Lemieux, there's none of those cards that I agree with almost all that you stated for a rookie that comes out today, but so I think you have to look at it by the era. But I think maybe he was probably kind of coming at it the way you answered, Phil, with like Macklin Celebrini, and you covered, I
Okay.
think, the big ones.
Right on. All right.
Mhm.
Last question. We made it, boys. T-Broad 09. What about a World Cup product that comes every 2 years that's like the cup? I don't get the question. Does he mean soccer? Or like the world, like the Canada Cup turned into the World Cup tournament? Is that what he means? The World Cup?
Or
Like
World
the-
Juniors, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Or World
I want to answer the
Championship?
question, T-Broad. Ask again next week, but make it more detailed. Not too confusing, not too many big words.
Well, I'd love to see an Olympic set. That would be amazing. Like a really good.
I don't think it would do well. Listen, man, there's no,
No.
patriotism is on the decline for countries, okay?
That's sad.
I know. I know we all like to pretend, but at the end of the day, patriotism's gone down, especially I'll
So
stop.
negative. So
No,
negative.
stop it.
So
Stop it. Okay. Well, there you go, boys. Back to you, Josh. I'm glad
Good
you
job by you, Phil.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey.
Personal Pickups is sponsored by Pather, their Ultimate Holder. All of our personal pickups are sponsored by Pather and the Ultimate Holder because we love those beautiful holders for our cards. They're made out of acrylic and not basic polystyrene plastic. Now, this is important. We never knew until we knew, but acrylic is stronger, much more scratch resistant, and clearer than your weird Uncle Tony's one-touch holders.
Yeah.
And you know he's weird. Plus, Pather adds UV protection to help keep those autos sharp. So head to shoppather.com or shoppather.ca, pick some up and try them for yourself.
I'd like also to point out they're easier to put together. They have the one little tab at the bottom instead of the two. The two always screws me up.
Okay.
Yeah. Ergonomically built better.
You got anything, Phil?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Did you get it? Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa, what a card, man. My Jason Spezza collection is getting great. So you have an ultimate, it's just a regular ultimate auto patch 0304. Or 50405 ultimate. But I love these old, it's very je ne sais quoi. I don't know. I just love the design. I love the brown. I'm a big browns and beige grays kind of guy. Spezza looks really young. Everybody talks about how great Danny Heatley was because he got 50 goals 2 years in a row. How do you think he got the 50 goals? This guy right here. You put anybody on the Spezza line, they can get him. Ridiculous. Anyways, I love
Like
you.
putting somebody on a Draisaitl line. It's just,
Yeah, exactly. The ultimate passenger.
Mhm.
All right.
Louis.
Nothing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No.
Too much shipping too much or what?
No, it's all en route.
Okay. En route.
I think it's en route.
En route. En route.
Oh, en
coming.
route is like a place to get gas and sandwiches in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's okay.
It's true. We stop at them all
Yeah,
the
it's on
time.
the Transcan. Yeah, just show your card here.
Oh, I'm excited about this one.
That's a nice one. That's a good.
Yeah, this is Slab Sharks money. Got rid of old stuff I didn't need, didn't fit my PC, and cashed it in for 2012-13 Fleer Retro Pavel Bure PMG Blue. Love Pavel Bure. Love blue PMGs. He didn't win a Stanley Cup. Oh no.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
What a loser. What a failure of a man in professional sports.
Yeah.
Nah, he's awesome. He's not in the public light, eh? No interviews, no. Is he
No.
still living? I wonder, does he live
It's a
in Russia?
niche. It's like a niche thing, right?
Yeah.
Small but mighty collector base. And
He was just such a what the heck is this guy when he came in the league? You know, watching TSN, I'm like, whoa, what happened? The Russian rocket, you know?
great job today, Louis. Phil, you have fun?
I had a great time. A great time.
Good. It's important to me.
So uncomfortable. I hate that question so much. Did you have fun, bud? Like, what?
Yeah,
Did
you have fun?
you have fun?
Yeah,
Dude,
you have fun?
don't look at me anymore, please. Like,
I love how it's like there's like a condescending nature to it too.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It is.
If you like the episode, please leave a rating review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love this show, you love Baba Louie, who doesn't? And you want to support us, you want to chat with us every day on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server, please consider a $5 a month donation. Join our $999 support level tier on Patreon. Link is in the show description, and our Instagram, TikTok profiles, on our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, and on the Patreon website, patreon.com, and just search for Hockey Cards Gongshow. We're on social media. Follow the Gong Show on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And boys, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast is a production of Dogbox Ventures LLC. Have a great start to your week.
Mhm.
Bye, Louie.
Yo.
Take us out.
Bye.
It was the dark
Gongshow, we're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire, no holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gongshow Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show. Let's go, let's go. Wanna say them in the show.
Amen, brother.